It's a beautiful fall evening for football here at Devore Stadium in Chula Vista, California for the Coaches Against Cancer Patriotic Bowl here on the Cali Photo Sports Network, featuring the 9 seed Southwestern Jaguars and number 10 Moorpark. Hello and welcome everyone. I'm Bo Fertig alongside Travis Crawford. Game 6. And there's the coin toss. We'll get into the honorary captains for the coin toss. Mark Sanchez, Superintendent President of Southwestern. Ed Carberry right there, honorary captain. And Southwestern and Moorpark team captains. Southwestern will win the toss, defer, and will kick from left to right. Travis Crawford, you have coached in a few of these games back in 2012, 2013, and 14 with Southwestern. What's the intensity like? What is it like leading up to the game?
It's very intense, especially at practice. You want to you want to try to tell them not to go so hard. You want to get everything you can out of them, but you also want them to take care of themselves and get to the game. So, with Carberry and Coach Menards that are out there today, these guys are just some great coaches that have built a great franchise here, and just they prepared you for everything. They went over a lot of 2-point plays, went over a lot of short yardage situations, long yardage situations. There's a lot of times where you want to overcoach in that situation so you can pick plays that you like throughout the week. But I feel like you got to pick the ones you like and also just enjoy the process and lead up to the game and have fun.
Southwestern coming in this game 7-3, Moorpark 6-5. We're gonna have a moment of silence for Laney head coach John Beam, who unfortunately passed away about a week or two ago. And halftime we'll have Coaches Against Cancer, a little memoriam celebration. We're gonna get into our national anthem. We are couple minutes away from kickoff in the Coaches Against Cancer Patriotic Bowl. Stay with us. Back with you here on the Cali Photo Sports Network. Bo Fertig, Travis Crawford. Game 6 here at Devore Stadium. The 7-3 Jaguars taking on 6-4 Moorpark Raiders. Moorpark coming in this as the 10th seed, Jaguars as the 9th seed. In the other National Division Bowl games, in the Southern California Bowl, number 7 Fullerton beat number 8 Riverside 45-30. And in the Golden State Bowl, just ended earlier today, number 12 Pasadena City with the upset over number 11 Citrus 35-30. Travis, Moorpark coming into tonight's contest on a 5-game winning streak. They're riding the high right now.
Oh, yeah, I bet you they're feeling great about, what they have coming into this game, just riding the momentum, understanding that, this is not just a regular game to them. I know it's a big bowl game to them, but also, it's something that's going to put a seal on the season for them. It's going to help them understand what they went through to get where they're at and how to finish strong, and so love to see Moorpark have a great game here, and be disciplined enough not to turn the ball over when it's unnecessary and take advantage of opportunities. That's what it comes down to, The most disciplined team probably going to take this game home.
Jacob Cuevas on to kick for the Jaguars. Back to return one of their top receivers in Damian Hernandez. And this one kicked off to start the 2025 Coaches Against Cancer Patriotic Bowl. And Hernandez scoops it up, has to go into the end zone to bring it out. And Moorpark is going to start with their backs against their own goal line, Travis.
Yeah, man, the bounce really just took the great Jaguar bounce. That home field advantage right there. Takes a bounce. He thinks it's going to go in the end zone. Looks at him like, oh, man, I got to pick that up. And he picks it up and gets about 3 or 4, but Jaguars did a great job keeping him inside.
Valentino Wedderburn brings down Hernandez after about a 5 or 6 yard return.
See how the Jaguars take advantage of this opportunity right here. See if they can get them to flip the field real quick early in this game.
And on comes the offense of the Raiders, averaging 400 yards per game, 322 yards through the air, 75 yards on the ground. This is an offense that loves to air it out, but their heels are on the goal line to start today's contest. Play fake, and they're going to hit their receiver in the flats, crosses the 10, and a first down, or close to a first down pass to start today's game.
Yeah, you got to give them, the offense coordinator, some credit right there. Motion the fullback or tight end over, making it look like they're going to hand it off. Starting the game off with a play action. They have 75. They average 75 yards rushing, so you would think they would probably hand it off once or twice, but you got to expect them to do that majority of the time. Quick passes to the flats.
And you love to see Hernandez get into the offense quickly after making that mistake on kickoff return. He had that 8-yard reception. Jaguars have been stout against this run as the season has gone on for the Jaguars front. I'm going to say a short gain on second down to bring up a 3rd and 1 here on the opening possession of today's ball game. Moorpark's leading running back Carson Green leads the team with 75 carries for 330 on the ground. Pair of rushing touchdowns. Play fake to him. Pressure off the edge. Quarterback stays up, but eventually gets ridden down. A huge sack on 3rd down for the Southwestern Jaguars.
Yeah, a couple play actions back-to-back probably ain't going to work there. On 3rd and short, you're expecting them to kind of give it to them, but, they're bringing the house. So either way, they're going to make sure somebody gets hit. And it looked like everybody was in on that one.
Ferrero was there first on the point of attack, and then to clean up the mess was Dax Momstein for his, 3rd sack on the season.
Yeah, and you don't really see Coach bring Ferrero that many times. That was good to dial it up right there.
Ashby Fan with his heels on the 45. High, booming kick. It's going to be short. Check near the 30, and it's going to get a balanced bounce going one way, back the other. And Jaguars will get great starting field position here tonight at the Moorpark 32.
Yeah, after seeing that first play, you would think they got a little momentum going into that series, but Jaguars stepped it up on defense and did kind of like we said, took advantage of the opportunity with that opening kickoff and flipped the field on them right here. Got them inside the 40, man. That's big time.
This is safe to assume probably their best starting field position to start a game this season. What a great time to do it in the Coaches Against Cancer Patriotic Bowl. Blocker cuts one way, gets upfield, and a nice gain for Blocker on the ground. He averages 7.1 yards per carry, Travis.
Yeah, looking to see him get the ball out this game. That was something that I think they went away from early the last game they were in, and they realized that going into the second half that, Blocker is their downhill back. Got to give him the ball as much as possible.
11th in California Community College Athletic Association with 865 rushing yards coming into today's game. Gain of 5 will bring up a 2nd and 5. Fake to blocker. Quick hit near side. CTJ gets inside the 25 and is about a yard short of the first down.
Good job, though. I mean, right there, it's good job opening up the defense. You know, they're bringing guys off the edge. They had 2 guys out there. I feel like if the block would have initiated a little sooner, he would have had a better chance.
Jaguars get back on the ball quickly. It's going to be blocker. First down and more, gets inside the 20. Actually, they gave CTJ a first down on that last reception.
Yeah, he fell forward. Blocker, man, he's going to get you 5 to 6 every carry. That's amazing for that offense to start.
So another gain of 5 on first down, bringing up a 2nd and medium for the Jaguars. They're going to keep blocker in as the single back. Leads the team with 9 rushing touchdowns on the season. No Josiah Jefferson here today. Blocker is going to run behind the tight end off the left side. He has a lane. Keeps his feet moving and picks up a couple more, Travis, on the ground.
Yeah, they got his fullback tight end, you know, just flexed right there, coming in as a wing and just making contact with that outside backer right there, doing a great job opening up that lane for him. And Blocker's just falling right off of him, you know, right off his tail, just getting that first down. You love to see that. Love to just see that tight end just go in there and sell himself out for his team, you know. Anywhere he wants to be, they're going to put him on the field and just be a playmaker.
2 receivers to the left of Brayton Silber. Receiver in motion. They're going to hand it off to Blocker again. Gets inside the 10 on a 1st and goal.
And
Blocker keeping his feet moving. We talked about the lower body strength of Caleb Blocker, Travis, and it's on display right here on this run.
Man, I think you got 11 guys trying to get him down right there. Even the quarterback trying to help, but that was a great job. Just getting the yards he can and just not falling down, letting people land on you. That's the hardest part, too, is just trying not to let all the guys land on top of you, right?
Blocker, 3 carries for 15 yards to start tonight's game. 2nd and goal from the 5. This is the Jaguars' opening drive. And there was movement off the right side right before the snap. First penalty of the night. Knock the Jaguars back 5. Jaguars without 3 of their top 5 linemen here tonight. Couple injuries. One of those being Jonah Rodriguez not playing tonight, and Josiah Jefferson, the 2 big names for Southwestern. Clint Thomas Jr. has been their top target on the season. He's at the top of your screen. Has 1 reception today. That gives him 43 receptions on the season. It's like Moorpark man-to-man across the board. They're going to hand it off to Blocker off the left side. Not a lot of running room right there on 2nd down, and Blocker will get wrapped up, Travis.
Yeah, that's a tough one right there. I mean, you're running into a big old line right there that's just coming upfield, getting some momentum, getting off blocks. It's tough when you're missing your starting tackle over there, right? But you just got to figure it out. I really like the option. They motioned him out. Maybe you should just flex him to the boundary right there. Didn't really have anybody go with him. Think about throwing that sometime, you know. Motion him out there and throw it to the short side of the field once in a while when you don't have anybody over there.
Mane Fa'aili on that last tackle for loss. Silber on 3rd down. Silber steps up in the pocket. Silber's going to tuck and run. Gets inside the 5.
Got a late flag, though, in the backfield. It's tough. Looks like there might have been a little bit of holding.
Hands to the face.
Yeah. Face mask. That D-line for Moorpark is doing a great job, though. They're giving the offensive line a run for their money here, man. They're just really getting upfield, really putting some aggression into that rush. So
the Raiders, 31.5 sacks on the season, leading to 14 interceptions. You put pressure on the quarterback, it's going to lead to a few interceptions.
They got 3 down linemen. I mean, they're doing it with 3, so we'll
Devon
see.
Robinson leads the way up front, leads the team with 14 tackles for losses and 7 sacks on the season. Sophomore standing at 6'1", 250. Silber, 3rd and goal from his own 24 to the end zone. CTJ, back of the end zone, touchdown, wow. Jaguars!
Way to float it up there for him to go and get it. I mean, you could tell CTJ played a little basketball. He was waiting for that thing to come down. He took a step and just leaped up, and he was up there higher than the DB could get his hands around the ball, and that was That was beautiful right there. Great job by Silver, giving him a chance, and not throwing him out of the end zone. A lot of times they're trying to throw it so hard to get it to him, it forces him to take a step out of bounds. And that time he gave him an opportunity and he came down with it.
The 24-yard touchdown from Silver to Clint Thomas Jr. And Thomas Jr. leads the team now with 8 receiving touchdowns on the season.
You love to see them go to him early in the game. I know it took him a while last week or 2 weeks ago to get him going, right? They're running some hitches, some out and up, some stutter and go, a couple fades, but to see him on a backside post and 3rd and long, with quarterback stepping up, it looks like his legs feeling better too, right? Quarterback Silver's stepping into that throw a little better, delivering a good ball, but it's good to see him get up there and make a great catch for the team, get the opening score on the board.
Jaguars take their opening drive, 32 yards, capped off by a 24-yard touchdown reception to Clint Thomas Jr. This is the opening quarter here at Devore Stadium. We had a late start. The kickoff was supposed to go off at 4 p.m. Got a late start. Kickoff was actually at 4:30 p.m. So if you're getting to us late, you missed the opening drive for Moorpark. They went 3 and out. And Jaguars respond on their opening drive with a touchdown.
Wonder what we're going to see here.
Kicks it off to Hernandez. Brings it inside the 10 and is cleaned up near the 20, Travis.
You know who that is. We call his name every game. Nico Ta'a on defense and special teams. Just flying around, man. Throwing his body out there. Being a torpedo. Just taking guys out. Being physical. You love to see that on special teams. Makes the returner think, too.
He does not make his business decisions on Saturday.
He don't need to. He's just throwing his body around and making plays. That's what it comes down to when you play football here at Southwestern. Sometimes you get recognized, sometimes you don't. But when you're on special teams and you're on defense and you're making plays like that, you'll get seen. I think it was after. Looks like they got an after penalty there.
Yeah, a little extracurricular activity.
You get a little excited when you see someone do something like that. But you got to learn how to hold your composure.
They're going to add 15 after the return. Aiden Karsh, over 1,800 passing yards on the season. Karsh up the seam.
Oh, what a catch.
Back shoulder grab going down to the ground. Jatarian Moore with the reception in the Jaguar territory.
And I feel like that was a play we saw throughout the whole year. A lot of times the back leaking up the seam. That's been something that's been getting the Jaguars trouble, right? Giving them a little bit of trouble up the right when they get past the linebacker. So maybe we'll see them pay attention to that a little bit more this game.
Moore's 33rd reception on the season. 1st and 10. There's our top target, hooks, and that goes through the hands of the corner, Chance LaChapa.
I think Nico Taha got his hands on that, read the quarterback's eyes, and just, got a piece of it and messed it up for LaChapa.
How impressive has Nico Taha been as this season's gone along? Usually
man.
There's a couple players. Jeremiah Johnson has been their anchor in the middle of the defense, but it's been Taha that has elevated his game of late.
He's just done, he's came in and played when he's been told to. It's not like he's on the sideline pouting when he's not getting a chance. He's ready to go, and that's what you love to see a young player, just sit there, pay attention, take those mental reps. You don't get a lot of players that do that.
Pressure off the edge again from Ferreira. Ferreira hits the quarterback, intercepted by LaChapa. Southwestern with their first turnover of the night.
And we talked about it, them bringing the safety, Ferreira. I mean, that was the second time they brought him, and both times they brought him, he's been effective, right? The first time he was in there causing havoc on the run game. This time he's in there causing havoc on the quarterback, forcing him to throw the ball when he wasn't ready. The receiver wasn't even out of his break, but the corner was sitting there waiting for it. And actually caught it this time.
Chance LaChapa's 3rd interception on the season. The product out of El Cap. The freshman.
Man, you love to see LaChapa take that to the house. He had a chance, but I mean, when the ball hits you that fast, you don't even realize you caught it yet.
What happened? It's still here. This is the second drive for the Jaguars. Silver, a lot of time, goes far side, has CTJ at the 40. Gets upfield and gets 10 more. Big gain through the air for the Jaguars.
Yeah, it looked like Silver was taking his time there, and found him. they're just finding holes in that defense here. Defense got to figure out what they're doing because that guy was wide open.
Well, you got to get pressure on the quarterback. Silber was sitting back there with a lot of time. 25-yard gain through the air. Great job by that offensive line of Southwestern giving them that time.
Yeah, holding it up, doing a great job keeping those 3D linemen. They went to 4 now, but, keeping those guys outside the pocket. And that's what you want.
Ashby Fan, the single back, in for the first time today. His first touch up the gut, picks up a first down and more, dives forward for 14.
Ashby Fan, man, you got to see him get that momentum downhill. He's quick.
Nice lane.
Quick. He just hits it. Doesn't give you a chance to even see him. The safety looked like he just dove at one leg and made the right choice.
Jaguars up on the again, quick snap. And another nice gain up the middle, Travis.
Oh, you got to keep giving it to him. If the O-line's blocking like that and they're knocking guys to the left and to the right, creating lanes for him to go, you got to keep giving it to him.
Second and short. Ashby Fan again. This time bounces it off the left. Gets hit hard near that first down marker. That's Nolan Story. Leads the team with 74 tackles on the season and 5 interceptions.
He's taking it outside on that one. I mean, it's tough to go inside when you see the open lane outside. You just want to hit it, and I think that's what Ashby Fan thought his speed was. In high school, it's really easy to get around that corner. College, a little bit quicker.
Third and short for the Jags. Through receivers to the right of Silber.
Good freeze.
Silber to the end zone. Clint Thomas Jr. can't get his feet down.
Oh, there was a lot of contact there, too, on both ends there. He had Silver's arm out. He had the receiver out there just extending his arm, and the DB was just pushing him out. So I could have went both ways, but good no call by the ref, letting him play.
Blocker back in. He's going to replace Ashby Fan.
Also, the defensive line got back, I guess. They didn't give him the penalty. That was close. It looked like he was offsides, but hey, what can you do? Put blocker in the game, get that yard.
Carver is going to remain in to the right of the formation as tight end. Silber and Blocker. Blocker is going to bully his way in.
No, that's Silber.
Silber
kept
gets in for the touchdown.
I thought he gave it, but no, I thought he was pushing Blocker from behind, but he was trying to tell Blocker, you got to move, man. I got to get in the end zone. And he did that. He was running hard. I guess that leg is feeling better, huh, Bo?
Silber, 5 rushing touchdowns on the season now. It always feels a little better after you score a touchdown.
Well, I think also after he threw that backside post, stepped into it and didn't really have any pain, I think he's got a little confidence, and he's feeling a little bit better about how he can plant that foot now because he looked like he was running through some people right there, rumbling, bumbling, stumbling, right? Fell into the end zone. What a great job by quarterback.
Cuevas. Now 47 of 49 on extra points. 2 offensive possessions for the Jaguars, resulting in touchdowns, Travis.
Man, you got to give credit to the offensive coordinator, though, too. I mean, he's mixing in the running backs there. He's giving them a break. They're gashing them. And then all of a sudden you put in Blocker and they're thinking they're going to keep it. And I thought that was a good series. They ran the ball majority of the time, threw one pass there, opened it up, forced the defense to go to a 4-man front. And then you still gashed them. So, I mean, Jaguars got all the momentum
on a 4th
here.
down as well.
Yeah.
Add a little
4th and
extra
short.
on top.
4th and short, they're going to run it. But, I mean, to have that success with the quarterback running right behind your running back up the middle, that's it shows you're doing something right in the offensive lineman room tonight.
Still in the first quarter here at Devore Stadium on the Cali Photo Sports Network. Bo Furtick, Travis Crawford. Jaguars with an early 14-0 lead. This will be the 3rd offensive possession for Moorpark.
Looking to see Moorpark here step it up on offense. I feel like they got the jitters out, after that first kick. We'll see how they do. I think they're going to throw the ball a little bit more here.
Hernandez brings it in at the 10, tries to switch fields, crosses the 25.
Got outside.
Flag on the far side of the field. And he's brought down at the 29. Tackled by number 31. Actually, we're going to scratch that. 51.
51.
Actually, there is no 51. We're going to go
15.
Oh,
no.
That's right. Last time you do that, last time I listened to you. Thaddeus Woods on the tackle.
You got to give credit, though, to the special teams. This kickoff has been going down hard every game, fearless, and just making that kick returner thing twice. He had a lane, but
special teams I'm trying to think through the last home games we've done. They've been
pretty consistent.
Yeah,
keeping them behind the 30. They had one or two big ones against Riverside where they busted, but I think other than that,
outside of that game,
yeah, they've been
outside of that 69-point game. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, you get kind of tired when you're running down the field that many times, but in one game.
That's what I was.
Was that just one quarter they were doing it?
Well, they scored 28 in that first quarter. That was a high score. 111 points scored that game. Holding brings them back inside their own 20. It's Karsh.
Oh.
Moore had a reception earlier in the game. That one goes and bounces off his chest for an incomplete pass.
You hit him in the breadbasket. I mean, you can't ask for much more from your receivers, or from your quarterback, to your receivers. But like I said, I think they're going to open it up, just keep throwing the ball. That's what Moorpark's about, and eventually they'll be able to run it. But I think they're going to start throwing a little bit more. They went out of that pistol formation, got back to their double-doubles, see how they can try to get the ball down the field here.
Jaguars, they're 4-2-5. Rush 4. Karsh.
Oh, he didn't want that.
There was a tight window to Moore.
Those are hard balls to catch when you got the linebacker turning around staring you in the eyes and your eyes are closed. You're not catching that ball.
The four-man front for the Jaguars, it's C.J. Clavier and Joseph Brinkman, the two defensive ends. And in the middle, 93, Dax Momstein, the redshirt freshman. And 99, Joshua Clayton, the freshman. No Carson Curtis. Ferreira looks like he's coming off the edge. He's going to back off. Playing a little cat and mouse with Karsh. Ferreira's come off the edge twice, and both of them have worked in the Jaguars' favor.
Like they got him, too. Delay a game. Great job. Ferreira playing games, forces the quarterback to adjust, runs out of time, doesn't pay attention to the clock. I mean, that's what happens when you get hit in the mouth once or twice, right? Now you're looking at the players, not looking at the clock anymore, and you're realizing, like, hey, let me make an adjustment. Might be a little too late, though, and the time runs out on you. Great job by the defense right there.
They're going to bring in an additional secondary player in Valentino Wedderburn II. So Clavier, Brinkman, the two defensive ends, Monstein and Clayton, the 2D tackles, and the two linebackers, Nico Ta'a and Jeremiah Johnson, leading the team with 60 tackles on the season.
A little under
Bubble screen, far side. Ta'a's there at the point of attack.
Got to hold on.
Jaguars rally to the ball. And eventually it's Joshua Clayton cleans up.
I think you had Dylan Eads down there holding on for life, too. Keeping him in one spot. Even though if he would have got by Dylan Eads, he had a line of white jerseys waiting for him just to kind of block and let him get up the field on the opposite hash. But that was a great job of getting up the field and getting hands on him, keeping him where he was and not allowing him to get to the offensive line. So
that's 3 possessions, 3 and outs, Travis. I
mean, you got to give them credit, though. They're switching it up. They're not just running the same plays. That was a good play. Just defense played it a lot better.
Ashby Fan back to return at midfield. Fan. Better. He's going to let that one bounce and roll out of bounds. Jaguars going to get good field position to start their third offensive possession here in the first half. Still in the opening quarter, Travis.
Yeah, not as good as their first possession, right?
But it's good.
It's good field position for sure. They're flipping the field on Moorpark here,
right?
Forcing them to really defend their end zone, and that's what you want. That's what you want to do. You want your defense to make them punt out of their red zone and really get the offense some type of opportunity to get going and get some points on the board early, which they have done, which seems good for them.
Mikel Malone, the single back to the right hip pocket of Silber. Malone will get the handoff off the left side. It's hit at the line of scrimmage, bounces off that initial tackle, and a flag is thrown from the linebacker position. It looks like a face mask.
Yeah, Malone broke 2 tackles at the line of scrimmage. That was tough.
Personal foul, face mask. Nice job by Malone right there, as you're kind of alluding to keep that play alive and pick up that face mask.
Yeah, when you can run hard, I mean, you get your opportunity like we were talking about before in the past. He ran hard, so coach is like, hey, it's early in the game. We're up 2 scores. Let's give him opportunity to get the ball early in the game. Don't wait till the third, fourth quarter. See what he can do early. And he's doing it. He's showing he wants to play, so that's all you can ask for.
Penalty gets the Jaguars into Moorpark territory for the third time here tonight. Becker in motion. Malone off the right side. Gain of 4. Nice hard run.
I think they found their running formation here. You know, they're motioning guys over. Got two tight ends in the game, just leading them up and just gashing them for 5. It doesn't matter who's running the ball. They're getting 5 yards to carry.
Nolan Story with the tackle. Team's leading tackler coming from that second level. 6th in the 3C2A with a handful of interceptions. We mentioned the pressure that Moorpark gets on the quarterback. Jaguars not allowing that with an effective run game here. And Moorpark starting to make some adjustments up front, Travis.
Yeah, as you say that, you know, you realize, you know, they got to get hands up. And that was a good job by that defensive end scraping down flat. You know, a lot of people get upfield and they don't get a chance to make that play. But he stayed flat, was to the line of scrimmage, and made a great tackle on the running back. You know, and if they can keep doing that, that's good. But what does that allude to? Opening up the pass game for the Jaguars. You know, you got to be sturdy up front. But can you cover on the back end when you're that sturdy is the question.
Kenny Nevitt on the TFL. Brings up a 3rd and 6. 3 receivers to the right of Silber. Silber rolls that way. And the wide receiver took his route out of bounds.
Yeah, I think Silver was waiting for the receiver to stop on the sideline and kind of faded out of bounds. But if he would have just looked a little bit more inside and not faded out, he would have seen Clint Thomas. Yeah, he had him right there just sitting down. Clint Thomas did a good job, but I think he's got to put his hands up, you know, wave his hands a little bit. Don't just expect the quarterback to see you. You got to get your hands up in the air, getting his peripheral vision because he's got a helmet on. He's not 7-on-7, right?
Becker, Klein, and Clint Thomas Jr. to the right of Silber. Jaguars scored a touchdown on their last 4th down. This is 4th and 6. Silber wants it all to the end zone. 1-on-1 to CTJ, and that ball's intercepted in the back of the end zone. Nolan Story.
Wow, what a
with
great
his 6th
job
interception on the
catching
season.
That, man. I mean, he turned into
Looked
the
like
receiver.
a receiver.
Yeah, he turned into the receiver, kept his feet in bounds. The quarterback's got it. You got to realize, you know, you're on your back foot. It's 4th and 6. You got a chance to put it on him because the DB was beat. You know, he came underneath him on that one. It wasn't really so much of a jump ball situation, right? Those are ones that you got to figure out. How am I going to throw this? I can't just throw it up for prayers when you got the corner and cover 3 staying behind the receiver. You got to put it on him right there. That's tough, though. I mean, he's got a guy in his face. But at the end of the day, Bo, what would you do? Throw it away or, you know?
Well, I think that worked out about as good as it could for Southwestern. On 4th and 6, it was a punt through the end zone.
4th and 6, pretty much a punt. Yeah, I get it.
What Nolan Story should have did was knock that ball down. But,
Yeah.
of course, you got to get an interception in the box score in a bowl game.
He did
because
go for it, though.
What they were at they lost
40.
14, 15 yards right there.
Yeah. I mean,
on that interception.
I guess it wasn't a bad idea, but
No, I mean, I'm never going to say don't intercept the ball unless it's – but in that situation, it would have been best advice.
it looks better in the books. You got one
of
INT at the end of the game, right?
Of course. Jude Hooks, we haven't mentioned his name much tonight. He leads the team with 54 receptions, over 880 receiving yards. Those are near top 10 numbers in the 3C2A.
And as you can see, Moorpark getting back on the ball, going quick now, right? Not giving Jaguars a chance to kind of line up, but, hey, Jaguars are ready for that. They're ready for that run play there.
Moorpark loves to air it out, averaging 322 passing yards per game. And their top target, Jude Hooks, leads the 3C2A with 18 receiving touchdowns on the season.
It looks like they're going to send him again. It seems like they're going to just give LaChapa an island over here and let him play one-on-one. Haven't taken advantage of
Ferreira
that.
off the edge, hits the running back, and the pressure from Ferreira again creates the incomplete pass.
Like the decision to make that throw, you just got to realize, hey, he's coming inside. Maybe take a step, do a fake real quick, quarterback, be athletic, get out, make him miss. You know, it's only one guy. It's not like you got 2 or 3 in your face. You know, make him miss, deliver a better ball, and you got a chance there. But
that's just a touch pass right there.
It's touch, but it's also timing. So if the timing's if you're not able to get a good throw on that time that you want, you can't force it. You gotta make that guy miss and try to.
He had to throw that ball much earlier than he was hoping, but having that receiver or the running back leak out into the flats, they almost anticipated that rush coming.
It seemed like they knew he was coming.
Right,
so that's why I'm
right.
saying is like if you as a quarterback, you're taking a hit in the face. You know, he's made a tackle. So you got to be a little more elusive right there, right? Be a little elusive. Understand he's coming from inside out. He's not coming from outside in. So step in, maybe get outside of him and try to get that ball to your running back or take off. There was nobody there. They're playing
some
man.
Quarterbacks can do that. Karsh isn't very mobile.
Yeah.
It's tough for a pocket passer to make a – you're talking about –
I get it. I get it.
You know, a Peyton Manning making that move over a –
I've seen Peyton Manning take one step in and take a step back and deliver a good ball. But it is. Sometimes it is hard when you're getting hit and the adrenaline's running and you're a little, I would say, intimidated.
Best punt of the night. Ashby Fan brings it in at the 40.
We got a flag down, though, by the punter. Not sure what happened there. You can't get close to the punter, especially in a situation like that. And I think that's what Rodriguez is telling his player right there is like, you know, just get out the way. Put your hands up. Looking at possibly giving them another first down.
Raiders have had 4 offensive possessions. Still looking for their first down. They might get it right here on a penalty, it looks like. Well, they're saying if it is running into the kicker, it's only 5 yards.
Oh.
I think that's what they're – yeah. That's why the Whitecap was checking with them to see if they wanted to re-kick. It was a good punt, little to no return, so Moorpark will take it.
Yeah. There's no harm, no foul there. They declined it. They knew. Re-kick it or just give it to them where they're at.
Yeah. Yeah, because if they do accept the penalty, it goes from a 4th and 9 to a 4th and 4, and I don't think they're calling it. I don't think they're going for it on 4th and 4 at their own 25.
I think it was just because it wasn't intentional. It was an accident. It wasn't, you know.
Blocker in motion. Going to get the ball, cuts up field near midfield, and he's picking up about 5 or 6 every run, Travis.
Yeah, that's a good play right there. I mean, we talked about before is if you can get a couple lanes, just get a couple guys turned up front. You know, let blocker do his thing, and he can find a lane and get going. Either one of these running backs can do that, and when blocker gets going, he's running somebody over.
And it opens up the whole offense for the Jaguars. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. A.J. Perry at the top of your screen. Carver, the tight end, in motion. They like running behind him. Blocker off the right side gets tackled a yard short.
Yeah, and you love to see Carver come in motion and then just to deliver a shot to the end man over there. It helps your linemen. You know, they can slide down a man when you got a tight end and you got someone that can come in and peel back on the backside, just help you out. You know, it gives you opportunity to run multiple plays and just allows your linemen to get a chance to help double down, you know.
Hector Hernandez comes hobbling off under his own power.
Well, it's good to see him walking. At least he's limping, but at least he's moving. In some pain, but he's moving. And we were talking about Moorpark's defense. They're finally sticking with that 4-man front. Realize they got to stop the run with a little bit more pressure.
3 straight runs for the Jaguars, and they're going to get 9.5 yards, bringing up 4th and inches.
That's a close spot there.
Story on the tackle. He's their guy, Trav.
Oh, yeah.
Coming from the second level.
Oh, yeah. He's their guy. You can tell he's got that extra comfort on top of his helmet. You know, he must be using that thing a little bit.
4th and goal for the Jaguars. Blocker. Needed to get inside the 45, got to the 44 for a first down.
I would call that 4th and goal too, Bo. I mean, if they're in the middle of the field and they turn it over, they get good field position. But that was a first down. You got to give it a blocker. He's going to get a yard.
Ashby Fan replaces blocker.
You love to see that, though, in a bowl game. Like, every 4th down there's no questions. Like, no, what are we going to do here? Might punt? No, let's just go for it, coach.
I love the aggressive nature. Up 14, normally in a situation like that, let's make their offense do something. They haven't picked up a first down, but the confidence in the Jaguars offense picks up another first down.
And you love to see the confidence in the running backs. Oh,
Ashby Fan bounces off the left side. 2 flags are thrown. one in the backfield, one from the second level. Looks like this will be coming back.
Yeah, the end. I think the tackle over there just couldn't get his body. He couldn't get himself outside. He got out leveraged and had to hold a little bit. And you can see that the defensive end had his hands up in the air asking for it, and they gave it to him.
We're still here in the first quarter of the Coaches Against Cancer Patriotic Bowl at Devore Stadium on the campus of Southwestern College. Jaguars scored on their first 2 possessions. This is their 4th offensive possession. Moorpark has 4 possessions in this opening quarter, have yet to pick up a first down. I think after that penalty and the clock is rolling, that's going to end the first quarter action here on the Cali Photo Sports Network. Jaguars 14, we'll see.
Yeah, I think they're going to let it run out. They got 10 seconds on the clock, on the play clock.
That went first quarter action here on the Cali Photo Sports Network. Jaguars 14, Moorpark 0. Don't go anywhere. Second quarter action on the other side of the break. Thank you for staying with us here on the Cali Photo Sports Network. Beginning of second quarter action. Jaguars 14, Moorpark 0 in the Coaches Against Cancer Patriotic Bowl. 1st and 20. Silber steps up in the pocket. Has a receiver at the 25. That's Tyler Becker. And the big first down strike from Silber. Looks good, Travis.
Man, you see the offensive line is working right there, creating a pocket for him, allowing him to step up, untouched, delivering a ball across his body. That's hard to do, especially delivering a strike like that. How many yards?
32.
32-yard strike. And it's good to see Becker get going. You know, he's been quiet the last couple games, and it's good to see him get going because he's an athlete, man. And when he's in the middle of the field, he's a sure thing catching the ball.
Becker's 31st reception on the season. Last game versus Chafee had 7 receptions for 52 yards and a score. Ashby Fan, the single back, bounces off his offensive lineman. No gain, bringing up a 2nd and 10.
Moorpark did a good job getting those linemen moving backwards on that one. You know, had a chance to make a play in the backfield, but a little bit of balance there from Ashby Fan helped him gain a yard or stay at the line of scrimmage because it looked like he was going to lose something there.
Up front for Moorpark, Evan Watts, Devon Robinson, Jaden Mosley, and Nick Andrade. Linebacking core, Tyler Woods leads the way with 50 tackles on the season. Aurelio Madrano and Tegan Naran. 2nd and 10 for Silber. He's going to hand it off to Ashby Fan. Gets a couple yards. Make it 3. Bring it up a 3rd and 7.
Good Mike backward play right there. I mean, he sat there, read the hole, understood it's him and running back, and just made a secure tackle. You know, gave him 3 yards, but, you know, on 3rd down, now it's 3rd and 7. That was just a great job. I felt like you could have blitzed him or you could just had him there make the play right there, and that was good. Good Mike backer play.
3 receivers to the right of Silber. This is second quarter here at Devore Stadium. Silber, 3rd and 7. Silber steps up in the pocket. He's going to run. Needs to get to the 13. Did he fall forward? He did. It looks like you have the near side official giving him a first down. The far side of officials say he's about a yard to a half yard short.
And they're going to go for
Another
it.
fourth down for the Jaguars.
Tough. A good job by Moorpark.
Jaguars
using
are
a
going
timeout.
to look to get up on the ball quickly. Moorpark wants to call a timeout and get their defense on the field, make sure they're making the right call. It's a big play right here, Travis.
No, yeah. I mean, you got to think about it, too. You go for it. You've been going for it. You've been getting it. But, I mean, if you kick the field goal, you got a good field goal kicker, too, right? Puts you up 17.
Yeah, Jacob Cueva, 6 of 7 on the season. Well, we're balls at about the 13-14, so we're looking about a 30-yard field goal, which is right within
routine,
his range.
Yeah, routine field goal for him. I mean, you would think that's something that you would want to look at, think about at least here. But with blocker and them getting 5 yards of carry, I don't know. I guess you got to just roll with the tide here, huh?
Well, I mean, I see what you're saying in going up 3 scores.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
because right now they're up 2 scores.
And as you've seen in junior college football, the points can shift real quick, right? So, I mean, taking advantage of every opportunity you can to get those points is always crucial, especially early in the game at this point.
Jaguars are going to remain aggressive on offense.
You got faith in your big boy. They call him blocker.
And they have 2 running backs on the field. Ashby Fan in the slot, blocker, the single back. They're going to have Carver in at tight end.
6 guys on the line.
Blocker. It's going to be close.
Yeah, I don't know. As you said,
Moorpark thinks they stopped him.
The far official didn't give him a good spot there. And she got the ball
And
first.
it looks like they're going to be short.
Man. And then you can count the guys 1, 2, 3, 4. They have 7, 8 guys just attacking.
Story.
You know, you can't account for at least 2 of them. So, you know, and that's what you got to expect, especially in a situation like that. You got to expect Moorpark to bring who they got, force them to throw the ball if anything. But hey, live to fight another day.
Yeah, that was Nevitt again, number 93, the defensive tackle. You
Great
mentioned
job.
on that last 4th and short, Moorpark's bringing up 6 on the line, and additional 2 or 3 there stacking that box.
I mean, they had 6 on the line and linebackers creeping. So
Right.
I mean, it comes down to like 8 guys there. Hard to count for them all.
Turnover on downs. So correction, Moorpark did have 1 first down on that second possession. Jaguars had 8 first downs in that first quarter and have picked up a couple first downs here in the second. So we're looking at about a 10-to-1 ratio on first downs, Travis, which explains this 14-0 lead.
And then on this first down, you got, of course, Nico Taha knocking them back 2 yards. So it's looking like they're gonna have to go to the air here to get their second first down.
Moorpark averages over 320 yards through the air, only 75 on the ground. Karsh, pressure. Karsh is going to go down.
Dennis.
Elijah Dennis, first one to the quarterback.
Oh, man. I don't know if you've been watching NFL, Bo, but that looked like an NFL move right there. Just stuck the foot in the ground, got underneath. We call that a dip and rip. And he came through and just made a great tackle on the quarterback.
Show one more time. Just great push up front. And it was CJ Clavier as well. And on the play, the sack bringing up a 3rd and long. We have another quarterback. This is Saron Evans. Evans is going to get it to the running back who clears a defender, gets back near the original line of scrimmage.
I mean, this is all you can really ask for here, just to get out of you're in the 5-yard line, been losing yards the whole series. So, I mean, at least to get up the field and
bringing in a quarterback his first play.
Yeah. Get him a comfortable throw. Get him accustomed to the offense a little bit here. But, I mean, golly.
Was that Taha again?
That was Taha. Woo.
Taha taking the sideline. He is hyped right now. He started the game with the tackle as well on kickoff.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, no, that was Wedderburn.
It was a second kickoff.
Right, second kickoff. Line drive kick to Ashby Fan. The fair catch at the 45. And Jaguars, I want to say this is their 3rd offensive possession starting in Moorpark territory.
Inside the 50, yeah. I mean, what can you ask for on offensive
largely
side?
Due to the defense of Southwestern.
For sure. Defense is just doing their thing. They're tormenting that quarterback. I mean, you're hitting the running backs in the backfield, but when you're hitting the quarterbacks in the backfield, what do? You might run a quarterback draw. Right? What do you think?
Not a lot of plays in the playbook is what you're saying for that.
Yeah, it's tough.
Ashby fan the single back. Clint Thomas Jr. at the bottom of your screen. Inside of him is Tyler Becker. Blocker off the right side, gets tripped up at the line of scrimmage, falls forward for 4.
Even then, I mean, you got the safety coming down to make that play, so you could tell the offensive line is just dialing up their blocks here, getting leverage on their defensive linemen, and just opening up holes for them to get 4 to 5 yards of carry. Gotta love it. Not if you're Moorpark right now, but
Jaguars going to stick in this same formation. 2 receivers to the left, 1 receiver to the right of Silber. Silber going one-on-one. Tried to go back shoulder. Good coverage on the far side by that cornerback.
I think he had a misplacement on that ball. Though. He had a kind of front shoulder there, hit the DB in the back. But I mean, that was great coverage. You got to give the corner some.
Yeah, Javon Evans on the coverage.
Yeah, you got to give him some credit right there. I mean, he was blanketing that receiver. I don't even know if he would make that decision to throw that ball. It's hard to fit it in there.
Incomplete pass, bringing up a 3rd and 6 at the Moorpark 41. Ashby fan the single back. Becker in motion from left to right. Becker over the middle on the drag. Needed to get to the 40. Gets to the 43. It's going to bring up another 4th and short, Travis.
You got to give Moorpark some credit, man. They switched up the defense. They're running a 4-man the last couple series. Went to a 3-man, brought the linebacker down, made it look like he was in coverage, and just brought him off the edge. So now he was unaccounted for. And you know, he had to make a decision. First receiver in his sight, he got it to him, but it was a great job making the tackle. Forcing the Jaguars to, first punt of the game?
First punt of the game for the Jags. And couple turnover on downs. Now under 10 minutes remaining here in the first half. So, this is Farias. That one's going to check at the 8, and it's going to roll into the end zone. Net of 17.
Got another penalty flag now. These special teams on punts have been getting a lot of yellow flags, I've noticed lately. A couple holding, maybe. But for that punt right there, Bo, would you suggest him to go to the sideline a little bit? I mean, I know when we were
especially
coaching,
for a gunner, like you want to kick it. I know who my top gunner is.
Yeah.
I want to kick it to that side of the field to get him inside. He simply out-kicked his gunners right there, kicking it in the middle of the field. Yeah. No hang time.
Understanding your situation. I mean, that's one where you got to also tell your punter, like, look, man, we don't really need you to drop it too much inside. Just kick it out of bounds on the 20, you know, and it might go out on the 10. That's good. But, you know, defense is having fun out there, so what's wrong with them getting out there?
Defense is playing well right now, as they should.
Getting out there inside the 30, can't complain about that.
Still trying to figure out what that flag was on the near side of the field.
Holding. Punt return.
So that's going to knock them. So if it's at the 20.
15, 5 yards.
So they're saying.
The 5 yard. Oh, no.
No, yeah.
Okay.
The referee was going to drop it at the 5 as like it was like halfway. But 20 minus 10 equals 10, gentlemen. Let's go. 9:34 remaining here at Devore Stadium. Coaches for Cancer Patriotic Bowl. Jaguars with a 14-0 lead. Quarterback is hit again.
Ooh.
Finds Hooks at the 30. Keeps his feet moving, crosses the 40. But that quarterback took a hit, and he's on the ground still.
We were talking about that earlier, too. It's like when you're bringing Ferrer off the edge right there, you got the cornerback left on the island, you know. And so if you can get that slant right behind him, he's got just one-on-one coverage, and he's going to have to make a great play. It's hard to cover somebody when you got that much space. But, yeah, at least he's gonna feel that for sure. That's tough. They just brought him back in. They did not switch him out?
Yeah, they did. That was to Jude Hooks. Hooks, his 56 reception on the season, has over 900 receiving yards, top 10 in the 3C2A. As mentioned, 18 receiving touchdowns. That leads by a large margin. Karsh is on the ground right now. He's top 10
give him
in.
some credit though, man. That guy took a shot, but he delivered a nice
Yeah,
ball.
he did.
I mean, he's from Miami Gardens, Florida, and
I was following the ball to hooks, and you could hear the plastic from the collision that Karsh took.
Every time Ferreira goes, you could tell he's like a dog off his leash, just going, just not caring about what he's got. He's just going to take off and hit the first person he sees, which is the quarterback most of the time. But, yeah, man, he's taking advantage of the opportunity to blitz right there. But those are also, like we were talking about, those are either you throw it now or you make him miss because he's coming full speed. One step in, he's got all his momentum going downhill. But you got to give the quarterback some credit there.
Karsh, yeah.
Karsh. He took a shot for the team, and they got a big play out of it, Hopefully he's okay.
Saron Evans has over 1,000 passing yards on the season, completing 60% of his passes. 10 passing touchdowns.
Not bad at all for, coming in.
For a QB2. Wide receiver in motion. Evans is going to keep. Gets in the Southwestern territory and adding a different dynamic, Travis.
Oh, yeah. Evans is a dual threat right there. I thought he was going to give it to him. It looked like he had a couple blockers on the edge over here, but when he kept it and got 9, I was like, hey, maybe that was a good decision. Especially, Jaguars haven't seen that all game, so you're going to keep them looking for it for sure when they see that fly sweep.
Now dipping under 9 minutes remaining. 2 receivers to the left of Evans. Checks at the line.
Bunch formation over here. Single receiver to the boundary.
That's Hooks. Evans picks up a first down through the air. Jeremiah Johnson drives back the receiver, but not before a first down.
I like the play call there. I mean, that was the first time seeing a bunch formation. And it seems like when they run that bunch formation, I mean, the Jaguars have trouble. They bail out, it seems like, so they give up a lot underneath, but they do make some physical tackles when they do catch the ball. So bang, bang.
Moorpark has 2 first downs on this drive. Carson Green bounces it off the right. They had 1 coming into this drive, and that's the best run for Moorpark.
9 yards on that carry. You had him stopped, but, I mean, the relentlessness of that running back, Green just running with his arm out, too. That's...
Coach Rodriguez is not liking what he's seeing on the defensive side, finally giving up some big plays, so he's going to call a timeout. First timeout for Southwestern, and Moorpark fans rising to their feet.
Well, yeah, beginning of this series, you saw, like we were talking about, the defense having a little bit of fun there, but when you have a little bit too much fun, things like that start to happen, right? You start to you dance your way into a situation where the coach has to have a conversation, right? And he's going to come out and talk to all you guys like, hey, let's think twice about what we're doing here. 8 minutes left in the second quarter. And like I said before, the points can change anytime. The momentum can shift anytime, especially in college football. So, you can't play around when you think the game's slipping from you.
Yeah.
Good job calling a timeout.
And for Moorpark, when you see your quarterback take a lick like Karsh did, complete that pass for a big play, gives them a little bit of momentum to work with, and they seem to be working with that here right now.
Oh, yeah. You got to step your game up. When you see a quarterback take a lick like that and he's on the ground, you're like, man, that's all right, it's my turn now. I got to step up and make a play, at least for him, if anything, and for this team, so they can bounce back and get some type of momentum going into this drive right here.
Coming out of the timeout, Evans remains in at quarterback. Hernandez in motion from left to right. Evans wants to go one-on-one to Hooks. And throws it behind his intended receiver. Hooks guarded by Chancellor Chapa.
And you can tell on that one, Evans he double clutched it, right? He stepped up, wanted to throw it, but he wasn't out of his break yet. So you can tell the hesitancy of the quarterback's decision right there.
Yeah.
Also the timing and the chemistry between him and the receiver, just coming in and understanding the depth of that route. Maybe the receiver ran it a little too deep, but I thought it was a great play design. Just got to, get the ball out a little bit later while he's getting out of his break,
Grant Williams, the corner at the bottom of your screen. Hernandez on the fly sweep. Josh Ferreira flying from the second level and making that tackle, preventing a first down.
Way to come down flying. Way to come down just throwing his body around, just not allowing him to get around that corner. I don't even think he saw him. He didn't even see anything with a black helmet
right there.
That was a black helmet flashing across his face, and then he hit the ground. That's what you want from your safety. We call that filling the alley, Bo. Coming down and being the alley gap filler.
4th and inches.
Oh, try to freeze him.
Nico Ta'a, Jeremiah Johnson on the line, 6 on the line, 6 in the secondary. Jags bring 6. Play fake. They go through the air, Travis, on 4th down.
You got to respect that. You got to respect that. I mean, when you got Ferreira, you got Ferreira kind of hesitating. He wants to blitz, and then he has to understand his drop. He's looking at the quarterback too long. He has hooked to flats. There's only one guy out there, and you're to the boundary. If he just drops to his flat, understanding it's pass, he'd be right in the pass lane, but he's a little aggressive. It's okay.
Those to the flats. That's Green. And Green is wrapped up by La Chapa for no gain.
Great job, La Chapa, coming out of his corner position and just making a tackle. You don't expect corners to be physical like that, but La Chapa can grab you and bring you down. He was 6. How tall was La Chapa?
6-ish foot. I'll give him 6. 6'2".
6'2", yeah. He looks tall out there. I was about to say 6 something. He has to be. With those long arms, get a hands on you. He seems pretty strong, too. He's going to grab you and bring you down. That's what you want out of your corners. That's Pete Carroll.
37 tackles on the season. Not too bad for a corner.
Can't ask for much more than that.
What is a good corner averaging per game? Tackles?
Averaging?
Like
maybe 5.
Yeah. That's a good corner, I would say. Evans, the jump pass to the end zone.
Oh.
That ball falls
and we got
incomplete,
a late flag.
But Hooks, I think, drew the penalty, Trav.
I don't know. I don't know. That ball was uncatchable. I feel like everybody has an opportunity to go for the ball, and at that point, they're all 3 of them are diving for it. So it's like, I don't know.
We're gonna see it one more time. The tail end of this play.
Yeah, there's one in the backfield, but I got to talk about the guy that was leaking down the sideline by himself. They did out and up over there with the running back. I think it was the running back or the slot, and the corner just bit with his post. And if the quarterback would have seen that, he had a wide open touchdown down the other side of the field. But I guess the pressure forced him right. And like we used to talk about before, it's hard to throw back left when you're right-handed. They waved it off, huh?
They waved the defensive pass interference.
Oh, they did.
But okay, because there was 2 flags and then offsides.
Okay. They lined up offsides, huh?
Correct. So both fouls, or there was 2 flags thrown. One of them wasn't called, the defensive pass interference, but Jaguars were offsides. So remains 2nd down, bringing up a 2nd and 4 for the Jaguars. First half, 6:33 remaining. Jaguars 14. They scored on their first 2 drives. Raiders, this has been their best drive of the game.
Here you go back to that bunch formation here. Oh, bump them out.
Hooks widens out. Green off the left side. Jaguars rally to the ball and tackle Green short of the first down.
I like to see that, starting a bunch, bump them out, and then hand it off. You expect them to throw out of that formation. But for the hand it off and get about 3 or 4 yards, that's all you can really ask for out of that, especially after losing yards on most of your handoffs in the beginning of the game. At least you're getting some type of momentum going forward with the handoff.
Now under 6 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Green, the single back. Evans looks far side, has his receiver at the first down marker. That's Hernandez.
You got to give Evans some credit, man. He's staying in there, delivering a strike on time to the out route right there. I mean, that's the running back.
Green.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's Damien Hernandez. That's the receiver. But you got to give him credit there, man. He's just throwing the ball on time, coming in and just delivering some good timing balls and getting the chains moving.
Inside the red zone for the first time. Moorpark. Evans under pressure, and Evans is going to go down.
Yeah, that time is just holding it too long. I gave him some credit, and now he's holding it now. You got to get rid of it.
Almeida, first to the quarterback. Sack for him.
Almeida.
That's the 23rd sack on the season. That's the 3rd sack for the Jaguars here tonight, Trav.
Man, those balls, those are balls you want to get out of your hands. I mean, I know you're stuck in the pocket, but to get it out towards the sideline. There's somebody, because you can't take a sack there. You lose 8 yards after you're just inside the 20.
2nd and 18 after the sack. 3 receivers to the right of Evans. Evans steps up. He can't step up. He goes down. Back-to-back sacks by Frankie Almeida.
Wow. And he did a good job.
Off
just,
the edge,
even though
power
he was,
rush.
Man, he was tackled into it. The look at the lineman. Whoo. The lineman was like, I thought I was going to get away with the tackle there, but hey, either way.
Almeida had 2 sacks coming into this game. Matches that with 2 sacks on back-to-back plays. Give him 4 on the season.
Good job, man. Being relentless and being relentless and just attacking, continuously just falling into the play.
We could bring pressure with 4. Jaguars gonna drop 7. 3rd and forever. Evans over the middle, and that ball will fall incomplete.
And once again, the quarterback's getting hit. He's got to get rid of the ball, and he's got to take a shot. Those are hard plays to continuously take, continuously give to your quarterback there. You got to just get the ball up in the air. Maybe throw a fade here, throw a post. They're manned up top. Under routes aren't going to help you on 3rd and 20.
First down marker's at the 9. Ball is at the 33. 2nd and 20, 4th and 24. Evans going to go to the end zone. Ferreira intercepts it inside the red zone. If he would have knocked it down, the ball would be at the 33, but he's going to take the interception.
He needs that interception. I know he's hyped about that. Add it to the stat book, Coach. Similar to the last one, right, Bo? Similar to a punt in a sense, but you don't want to put that down, especially in a bowl game. You can put that in your pocket and say, I got to pick.
And what you're saying is Ferreira has done everything else.
He's done
Why
a lot.
not?
Yeah, he's
enjoy
done a lot.
Enjoy the pick, young man. You earned it.
And he did a good job, man. It's tough when you got one-on-one playing depth like that as a safety, and you don't give up leverage, right? And you're able to actually play that ball over the shoulder like a receiver. Man, you got to give him some credit there. But yeah, field position would have been, ideal.
Ferreira. His 2nd reception on the season. And the running back goes down in the backfield. First to the point of attack. Number 77, Jaden Mosley.
Yeah, I think Moorpark's figured it out here. They're running a 3-3 front, but they're bringing guys from both sides, and it's helping them stop the run. Just got to understand that, hey, when you do that, right, you're opening up the run games on the inside, but you also got to be able to cover. So, here we go.
Loss of 3 brings up a 2nd and 13. Silber, quick hit near side. Ashby fan tries to go down to the ground, unable to bring it in for the reception. Things have slowed down a bit, Travis, here in this first half.
Yeah, and I think Moorpark, like we said, is starting to feel themselves a little bit. They're starting to understand what they want to do on the defensive side. They're trying to figure it out, what they want to stick with, and I feel like they've come to a conclusion that their 3-3 is good, and just bringing guys without them realizing where they're coming from is something that's going to change the game.
3rd and long. Flag was thrown at
There's
the
a pick.
snap. Story tracks it down.
There it
His
is.
2nd interception on the game. Give him 7 on the season.
Man, that guy right there, I mean, like you said in the beginning of the game, this guy came in with just a ball hawk mentality. I can relate. You got to understand what the quarterback's looking at. He's staring down his receiver, and you're running before he even gets the ball out of his hands. You got a great chance to be there before the receiver.
Unfortunately, it looks like it's not going to count for Moorpark.
Oh, wow.
Offsides. So the interception is not going to count. And it will go from a 3rd and 14 to a 3rd and 9.
Oh, that's tough. Great safety play, though. Got to give him some credit there. But, hey, got to be onside for it to count.
I'm going to say it's going to be a 3rd and 8, first down marker at the 30. 3:12 remaining in the second quarter. Jaguars can pick up this first down. You think they're going to take this into the half. Moorpark can get the ball back. Down 2 if they stop him right here. 3rd and 8. Silber has to step up. Silber has Ashby Fan down the sideline, unable to keep it in bounds, but there's a flag thrown. Was Ashby Fan bumped when the ball was in the air? The coaching staff is saying the ball wasn't catchable. But if you stopped Ashby Fan in his tracks,
was a late flag, yeah.
That's probably why.
I feel like they're going to pick that one up.
Because it wasn't catchable.
Well, yeah, plus he might have been out of bounds before he even had, so there's really no way he could touch the ball.
You're saying
first.
If that ball was thrown inbounds, that the flag would have.
Well, Ashby Fan stepped out of bounds. I don't know if he was bumped out of bounds, but he was out of bounds when he tried to come back in. If he would have caught it either way, it would have been.
So, yeah.
Wow, what did they call?
He had his hands behind his back like it was like illegal touching almost, but I don't think I've ever seen that signal before.
Oh, wow.
Or could that be a sideline? I don't know. That was a good one. That was an interesting one.
I wonder if maybe after 5 yards you put your hands on him. I don't know. He's probably holding him down there. But I guess they lucked out. Wow.
Well, they gave him 10 yards on the penalty. Actually gave him 15 yards on the penalty.
Oh.
That ball was not catchable, but that was a defenseless receiver.
Oh, nothing there, huh?
Let's see right here.
I wonder if we just don't throw that one. I don't want to say makeup call, but non-call for a call. I don't know, but that one I'm pretty sure should have been a flag. There's no way he had a chance to catch that ball.
But as a safety, he's just trying to make
You love to see guys running vulnerable, I guess you would say, right, Bo?
DJ Richmond. Well, they're always looking for someone to light up.
Oh.
It's Malone off the left side. Malone had a nice run earlier in the contest. Story on the tackle. Gain of 4 is going to bring up a 3rd and 6. Dipping under 2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining here in the first half.
I really like that play call, though. I mean, you got to keep the defense sound there, right? And if he would have jumped over that guy, made that guy, it would have been him and the safety one-on-one. He might have made him miss.
Movement up front.
Timeout.
Oh.
Good timeout.
Timeout, Moorpark. Here on the Cali Photo Sports Network, Jaguars 14, Moorpark Raiders 0. 2:29 remaining in the second quarter. Jaguars score on their first 2 offensive possessions, and is it just the adjustments by Moorpark that they're making on defense, or what would you pinpoint the slowing of both offenses down to?
Well, also I think the 4th downs that they've gone for and they've got stopped on, took 3 points off the board there, and also gave Moorpark the ball where they had a little more momentum, I guess you would say, in a sense, turning around and just driving the ball down and controlling the clock a little bit more this second quarter.
Yeah.
But also, I feel like Southwestern's they're trying to figure out how they can throw the ball because they know they can run the ball, but they're trying to figure out where they can get some gaps in the defense here. But Moorpark's doing a good job bringing some pressure. It's kind of hidden, disguised. It's kind of disguised on their end too. So it's catching Southwestern in predicament. Do we just keep running the ball here, or
2 receivers to the right. Clint Thomas Jr. at the bottom of your screen. Play fake.
Oh,
Harbor
come on.
Was
another
hit
late flag
when the ball was in the air. Carber's going to pick up the defensive pass interference.
That one's questionable too. I mean,
because you're saying that ball is not catchable.
I just feel like he was at the line of scrimmage when he hit him. He was coming out of the backfield, and you can bump the receiver. You can't bump him 5 yards down the field.
Well, not when the ball's in the air.
Yeah, the ball. I mean, when the ball's in the air, yeah, you got to.
I don't think.
But if it's uncatchable, what are you really throwing the flag for?
Defensive pass interference is going to give a first down to the Jaguars. Bring the ball inside Moorpark territory. Clock is at 2:25.
Either way.
You think
got to keep playing.
You think a run right here to get to the 2-minute warning?
Oh, another time. I think they want to talk to that white hat for a second.
Sometimes coaches will burn a timeout to get their voice heard, and that's exactly what 11th year head coach Mike Stewart is trying to do and accomplish right now. You can see him at the top of your screen at the 45, speaking to the white cap.
I mean, with 2 minutes left, you got to have that conversation too. You got to talk to him like, hey, it's third down. It changes the dynamic of the game here. Can we get an explanation of what's going on?
Grossmont won the Beach Bowl, Travis.
Did they now?
21-20 at West LA.
Wow, what a game for them. Hey, you got to give Grossmont some credit, man. The DC, the OC, some good friends of mine, and there's some good coaching going on over there. Good recruiting. I know a couple of guys over there that played here that are just some great athletes that look for good athletes, and they've changed that program around too, right? They've gone from a 1-9 to now winning the Beach Bowl. So you got to give them some credit. Congratulations to them.
Yeah, 2 great turnarounds for San Diego teams, both for the Jaguars and for Grossmont this season after last year's tough season.
Last 2 years, yeah.
Caleb Blocker, the single back to the left hip pocket of Silber. He's in motion. We've seen them run through this. And he's going to pass.
Oh, that's tough. Oh, you think there's a LT in Blocker for a second there, and then, he's trying to throw it on the run. One leg up, one leg down. Oh, taking a hit.
And
that's
throwing
tough.
it off the back, the wrong leg, too.
If the receiver would just understand he's running with a guy in his face, probably come back to him a little bit. Might have had a chance, but I like that play call, though.
I love the play call.
I love it.
I want to look at the top. They just didn't allow him to get that, to allow him to step into that pass.
Oh, yeah, well, even if he did, I mean, he's got gloves on. It's not going to be a clean throw. Receiver's got to come back a little bit.
Blocker off the right side, has a lane inside the 40, bounces off a tackle, first down and more inside the 30, and is taken down from behind, but not before a big first down run for Blocker.
And we talked about that, Bo, getting back to what they do well, running the ball, but that formation, they have a tight end, a fullback, and they're motioning him over, and you got 3 guys leading him up. I mean, he really only needs one guy to break a tackle from, and as you see, he broke 2 or 3 right there and got a good amount of yards.
And the 15-yard gain will get us to the 2-minute warning with the Jaguars driving here on the Cali Photo Sports Network. Back with you out of the 2-minute warning here on the Cali Photo Sports Network. Jaguars up 14-0 here at the Coaches Against Cancer Patriotic Bowl. Blocker, after a 15-yard run, is tracked down and is tackled from behind.
Yeah, I think they've seen that one too many times now. They're like, you know what, let me get off a block and make a play here. That was 45.
I had 46. Adrian Sabo.
46, you're right. Yeah, it looks like a 5 bent up. But, yeah, he did a good job slipping that block right there and just wrapping him up, suplexing him back.
Tackle for loss. Jaguars know Moorpark has no timeouts remaining, so they're okay getting this clock under a minute. 2nd and 11 after a loss of 1. 3 receivers to the right. Looks like Moorpark, man-to-man formation. They're going to the end zone.
Oh, what a ball.
Overthrows his intended receiver, not by much.
Oh, that was close. I thought that was a great decision.
Tyler Becker.
You got the DB trailing. Oh man, that's tough.
Becker had a step.
Got to give the DB credit there, man. He was on him. Even though he was beat, he still didn't look back.
They're saying it was Shine Khalili, number 20. Sean Khalili Kani on the coverage.
Wow. Pearl City. Okay.
Incomplete pass, bring up a 3rd and 11. Stops the clock. 117 blocker. Moves some left to right. They're going to hand it off to blocker off the left side.
Got faith in
Gets
blocker.
upfield inside the 25.
I think they're looking just to get some field goal range here. But hey, what do I know?
It's going to bring up a 4th and much more manageable. Dipping now under a minute remaining. Jaguars with 2 timeouts remaining. Moorpark with no more timeouts remaining.
Do you think they call timeout here and kick a field goal, or do you think they just let the time run down?
It doesn't look
and
like they're in position to run a play right here.
Yeah, let the time go down.
I think they're going to run this one down all the way to about 30 seconds and then make a decision then. This is going to be about a 41-yard field goal for Cuevas. Cuevas is long on the season is 38.
Yeah, he's got it. He's. I don't think he's too tired right now. I think he's got a little leg in him. It's a good decision, though. I mean, I like what Coach thought right there.
The decision has yet to be made, Travis.
Now I see Cuevas running into that huddle. I think he's going to kick it.
Cuevas 6 of 7 on the season, long of 38. But we did see that 38-yard field goal. It was a home game, and he had at least 5 or 10 extra on top of that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a quiet night as far as wind. Beautiful fall evening. It doesn't get much better than this here at Chula Vista, California.
Not a drizzle in the sky, huh,
No.
Bo? Not even some overcast. You'd think at this time there'd be some fog or overcast or something. It's clear.
The rain's cleared it all out.
Yeah. This is what you call that football weather with fresh air. You know, those guys down there feel like their second wind kicked in the end of the first quarter.
Cuevas is coming on.
Love to see it. Love to see it.
They didn't give him an opportunity earlier. That was on a 4th and short. This is 4th and 4. Johnny Lamone is going to hold. It's going to be the holder at the 40, at the 30, but it's going to be a 40-yard field goal. Jacob Cuevas from 40 yards out. And Cuevas wide left, no good.
That was, I mean, hey, what
Had
can
the
you
distance.
do? I had the distance. Cut through the brisk air as we just got a little message saying it's a little brisk out here. Shout out to an old teammate of ours, Cameron Turner. But yeah, man, that's a tough one right there. It's a good decision to make to choose to kick the field goal. But yeah,
you have to take the field goal right there after passing it up on a couple possessions back.
That's tough, man. I mean, what can you do? Give them opportunity. That's all you can, right?
Yeah. And Moorpark is going to kneel this one into the half. Jaguars 14, Raiders 0 here on the Cali Photo Sports Network. Jaguars up 2 scores, Travis.
Hey, Jaguars playing good. I feel like they kind of let the game kind of slip away in this first half, just for a second, just kind of like taking their foot off the gas, and you can't do that in a bowl game. You really, because then you start giving a little more hope to the other team, where the other team can actually start playing around and mixing things up, taking some risks. And I feel like that's what Moorpark did on defense. They started realizing what they can do when it comes to bringing guys out off the edge, off the boundary, sending some linebackers, sending some safeties, and they kind of stunned the Jaguars offense for a little bit in that second quarter. So we'll see how it goes second half. But I feel like Moorpark's figuring out what they want to do, but Jaguars just got to take it a little more serious here and just, I hate to say, but put their foot on the gas pedal and just keep driving, keep driving hard and going fast.
That will take us into halftime. Jaguars 14, Raiders 0. Be back in about 13 minutes here on the Cali Photo Sports Network.
You want something for the snack bar?
No, I'm good. You are currently looking at Coaches Against Cancer, a nonprofit, and Loving You Through It in support of cancer. Lauren Rodriguez, the president and wife of head coach Oscar Rodriguez, president of Coaches Against Cancer. Snooki Rico, the president of Loving You Through It. Tom Gang, the dean of Wellness, Exercise, Science, and Athletics. Ron Valenzuela as well, the director of athletics here at Southwestern. This halftime is to them in support of cancer. As we all know, Oscar Rodriguez overcame cancer and is a big proponent of breast cancer and cancer. So it's Lauren Rodriguez offering a check to Snooki Rico, the president of Loving You Through It. Snooki Rico, the president of Loving You Through It. And there's Ron Valenzuela and the dean, Tom Gang. As the Coaches Against Cancer donate $1,000 to Loving You Through It. That's President Snooki Rico holding up the check. And that will do it for our halftime show. Be back with you in about 15 minutes here on the Cali Photo Sports Network. Teams back onto the field to start second half action here on the Cali Photo Sports Network. It's the Coaches Against Cancer Patriotic Bowl. Jaguars up 14-0. They scored on their first 2 drives. First touchdown capped off the 32-yard drive by CTJ in the back of the end zone, the 25-yard reception, and then Silber rushing it in on the 4th down. Southwestern had a time of possession, 21 minutes and some change, to the 8 minutes and some change of Moorpark. And that had to do in large part, Southwestern had 39 offensive plays, 26 rushes for a little over 100 yards, led by blockers, 13 carries for 55. Silber was 5 of 12, completing 5 grabs, 89 yards for a score. And then CTJ led the way, 3 receptions for 54 yards. On the other side, Moorpark, a dozen carries for about a dozen yards, averaging 1 yard per carry. Hooks, 4 receptions for 59 yards. Third down conversions, Moorpark, 1 of 7. San Ysidro, 3 of 11. Trav, looking back at that first half, looking in the second half, Southwestern gets the ball. We assume up 2 scores, continue to run the rock.
I mean, you got to give the ball to your every down back, right? You got to give it a blocker. He's been doing a great job for you. In the first quarter, he controlled the whole first quarter on his own. And they've been trying, like you said, they've been running the ball with 26 times, so they're giving it to him. Now they just got to mix it up a little bit and just keep figuring out a way to get some of them play actions to work for him a little bit more going forward. But, I mean, I like it. I feel like Southwestern's going to come out running the ball, and Moorpark's got to figure it out.
Jaguars are just going to hop on that one near the 35. Looks like Dylan Eads.
I mean, that's the first kickoff that Moorpark's had. It wasn't really a kickoff, right? A squibber. So, I mean, cuts down the return ability, but I guess you rely on your defense. He did well after the first quarter, second quarter, they were doing really good. So see how they do the second half.
Did he hop on it at the 35 or the 40? Did they just give him 5 yards?
I think he slid a little bit. I don't know.
Jaguars.
I like the
Tell
formation.
me if you've heard
though.
this one before. Good starting field position. Bunch formation to the left. Blocker, the single back. He's going to get it. He's going to run into a wall, maybe pick up a yard or 2. But that front of Moorpark has done a much better job.
Yeah, they've done a good job of just getting into the O-line and just turning them, not allowing them to get out leveraged. But I like how Southwestern mixed up the formation there. I don't think we saw a formation like that this game. So it looks to seem like they want to try to find a way to run the ball and just looking at different ways of doing it.
Luke Peffer and Devon Robinson in on the tackle after a gain of 2, bringing up a 2nd and 8. It's another double wingback formation. Ashby Fan in motion from left to right. Play fake to blocker, and Silber's going to have to throw that one away. Intended receiver was the tight end.
Oh, we got a late flag here, Bo.
Let's see. Peffer in on the pressure, and they're going to say Peffer hit the quarterback in the head.
It looked like his hand went in his face mask. I can't do that. Did a good job getting up in his face. Now you got to control yourself, control your hands.
Catch the tail end of it. Oh. Right here, 7.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah, right into the face mask.
I mean, you got to take care of your quarterbacks, right? Tom Brady figured that part out, Mahomes. So you can't just hit him. I mean, he did a good job. You forced him to throw it out. Now you just got to control yourself, right? But you got to give Moorpark some credit. They are disguising their blitzes.
Penalty will get Southwestern into Moorpark territory. Blocker up the gut. There was a lot of bodies inside the box.
Still got 4 yards. Make it 5.
It's the opening drive for the Jaguars to start the second half. Carber, tight end to the right of the formation. Ashby Fan, the slot next to CTJ. Play fake to blocker, and it looks like another roughing the passer.
No, I think he's got a holding. It looks like we got a holding on the offense right there.
I just saw the quarterback on the ground. Usually a holding will prevent the quarterback from being on his backside. In this case, not so much. It'll knock the Jaguars back 10.
Yeah, the thing about that is the play action. It forces people to kind of run by your face. You don't realize who's coming there, bringing the blitz, and then one of the linemen didn't realize there was a linebacker blitz and it looked like he grabbed him.
Two receivers to the left, two to the right of Silber. He was 5 of 12 in that first half. Silber, quick hit far side. And gets back those yards lost. Reception, Nick Klein. His first of the night, 24th on the season.
Great tackle. Great tackle. Javon E. Evans from Peyton, Colorado, looks like. Wow, that's pretty far out. But, I mean, that's a good job. Bang, bang right there, Second and long.
Didn't allow him to get yards after the grab.
Didn't allow him to get anything, really. I mean, 2 or 3 yards is good, but you're making a secure tackle as a corner on a play like that. That's all you can ask for.
Gain of 6 brings up a 3rd and 11 for Silber. Silber at the first down marker hits his receiver, and that's back-to-back grabs for Nick Klein.
And that was actually a great route. I mean, he pushed him. He opened him up just enough. And when he snapped it off, Silber delivered a strike. But, I mean, you got to give the DB some credit in a sense that, he's covering him one-on-one there, and that's a 10-yard route. So
the timing, the location of that pass, everything about that made it a tough defend for that corner on the outside, Evans.
That's hard.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap. 15-yard gain through the air, first down for the Jags inside Moorpark 30. Blocker motion. Blocker's going to get the quick hit near side out of the flat. And the incomplete pass. Blocker, I think, got his head up. Knew he had some blockers in front.
Yeah, he was trying to run before he even caught
had a
it.
lane.
Yeah. He saw those balls are hard to. Those balls are hard to catch when you're looking downfield before it hits you.
Well, you're worried about running into that first level or second level too. When you're concentrating on the ball, looking one way, and then you got to swivel your head the other. Sometimes you try to do it too quickly.
Yeah. Your hands don't work with your eyes that fast, huh, Bo?
Carver and Ashby Fan, the slot receivers to the left of Silber. Silber's going to step up. Overthrows Ashby Fan. Moorpark doing a good job not allowing Silber to get outside the pocket.
Yeah, and I feel like Silver's doing a good job too stepping up. He's just got to understand his route. He's got guys underneath, and even Ashby Fan too on that one. I feel like he stopped his route a little shorter than Silver expected it, but he just overthrew him just a tad. We've seen that happen in the first half too, where he overthrew him on the sideline in a similar route.
Yeah.
So maybe next time just try to run it a little deeper. Understand the coverage underneath is too tight for him to throw the ball on the line to you, so you might want to get a little more depth.
2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right of Silber. 3rd and 10. Silber's going to step up. Silver's going to run.
Ooh.
He's going to pick up 5.
Oh, don't do that.
Bringing up a 4th. They're actually going to give him 4, bringing up a 4th and 6. So Jaguars were in this position towards the tail end of the first half. The ball was actually at the 23 on a 4th and 3 and decided to go for a field goal. Jacob Cuevas missed wide left, so the Jaguars are going to keep the offense onto the field. They were 2 of 4 on 4th down in that first half.
Do you try to run a freeze here? Get them to jump a little bit.
They're going to run a play right here. Silber rolls left. Silber didn't give a receiver a chance, throws it away, and a huge 4th down stop by Moorpark.
Moorpark doing the due diligence here, Bo. They're just playing some defense right there. I mean, you got to give Moorpark some credit on bending but not breaking, right? They gave up that big 3rd down conversion on 3rd and long, and then they come around.
That was boxed up
and
by the secondary.
They did a good job just bringing the right coverage and bringing the right the front. The front is really what's going to help you on the back end there, and that was something that, like you were saying before, is keeping them inside. They sprint out, try to get outside, but still got guys in his face just to make sure he doesn't get a clean throw off.
Aiden Karsh started the game. This is Saron Evans. Karsh took a couple big hits in that first half. That's Washington on the open field tackle. Carson Green on the carry. Gain of
4 yards there.
4 yards, bringing up 2nd and 6. Green again off the right side.
Oh, slipping.
Trips up inside the 35, gets to the 35. That's where the first down marker was at. Moorpark, it took them, they had 3 first downs in that first half. They pick up 1 first down here on their opening drive.
And I think they started to find a running gap that opened up for them because they're spreading them out so much. I think Southwestern expecting them to throw the ball, but they're realizing the boundary's kind of vulnerable on this side over here.
Moorpark had a dozen carries in that first half, averaged about a yard per pop. And it's Green again. 3 carries in a row. This gain of 6, bringing up a 2nd and 4.
Southwestern's deciding to roll to the field. Now they're coming back down with the safety here.
Fur in the box, play fake. Evans to the hook route at the first down marker.
Oh, what a catch.
And that's Jude Hooks with the first down grab.
Hook to hook, huh? I
His
like it.
5th reception on the night.
Good play call, though. Got him switching it up on them, Bo.
59 receptions on the season for Jude Hooks. They're back up on the ball quickly.
Ooh,
Green is upended in the open field by Joshua Ferreira. He's done everything here tonight, Travis.
Oh, man, and the D-liner getting a little chippy up there with the O-lineman. And you can see here they're fighting it out, but they got to figure out what they want to do to the boundary because they're trying to bring the safety down. Then they're trying to roll them. And Moorpark's just got their number right now. They got to figure out what they want to do right there. They're running the ball and finally starting to find some openings.
This is the opening drive for the Raiders here in the second half. We got a turnover on downs. Jaguars drove into opponent territory. Fell short. Hernandez in motion. The fly sweep past the edge. Hernandez can't get by La Chapa inside the 30, but a big first down run for the Raiders.
Oh, there's that fly sweep. Remember we were talking about the quarterback kept it last time, right? So they kept an eye on the quarterback. The corner kept his eye way too long on the quarterback on that one because he's got outside contained. And he dipped in, and they got around that corner.
Evans, quick snap. Evans near side. Has his receiver Hernandez near the 25. Another short gain through the air, Trav.
Man, that was a long throw, Bo. I thought I was going to see a black jersey come underneath that and take that away. But, hey, that was a good job by the quarterback getting the ball out. And just the coach dialing up some plays here.
Once again, back up on the ball quickly after a gain of 4. And the running backs of Moorpark starting to fall forward, Travis, here in this second half. That was the first carry for number 28, Ryan Yanokian.
Say that again.
Yanokian.
They're running some good plays here, but I like how they're starting to find the boundary, but then also going back to the field. And
play
just
fake to Yanokian.
Realizing the whole inside right there because the field strong safety has to play hook to flat, right? And then you got another linebacker that has to stop the run, but then has to get to his hook. So they're not able to do both. And I feel like, Moorpark's starting to realize you run the ball away from that, throw the ball to that, it's starting to find a little opening. And that might have been the second half adjustment that they were looking at, going into the locker room.
Moorpark is now 1 of 8 on third downs. They are 1 of 2 on fourth downs. 4th and a couple for Moorpark. Yanokian in as a single back. Evans is going to keep. Gets inside the 20, picks up a first down and more for the Raiders.
Wow, what a good job running that. I thought he was going to check it down. He had his receiver looking at him like, throw me the ball. He just kept going, got the first down, composed himself. That quarterback right there came in the beginning, and it was kind of, second guessing. I felt like his throws, and this time he started looking a little more composed in the pocket.
Well, how tough is it for a quarterback knowing that you're not going to start? And obviously you got to be ready every play, but to see your quarterback go down and get inserted halfway through the first half, that's tough to do for anyone.
Oh, yeah. It's come a long way.
Evans, receiver was on an up and out, but Evans is hit on the throw by big number 99 up front. That's Joshua Clayton.
Joshua Clayton doing a good job getting in his face. Playing nose tackle ain't easy, Bo. And when you can get by your guard or center and just get in the quarterback's face, especially when he's dropping back, you must be doing something right.
I had Self. It's Dennis and Brinkman, the defensive ends. Self and Clayton, the 2 defensive tackles. Nico Todd, Jeremiah Johnson, the 2 linebackers. And the secondary play has been stellar for the Jaguars here today. Evans over the middle. Had to fit it in a tight window, Travis.
That's how you took the words out of there, Bo. I was going to say that's a tight window. I mean, but making that decision is hard. Remember we were talking about they ran the ball to the boundary, and then that middle backer really didn't respect the run on that one, just sat there. If he would have, came up a little bit, make that throw, but I feel like you can't try to force that in there. If he's already bailing, you can look to run it away or look to throw it opposite of him. But
he tried to fit that one in between Johnson, Ferreira, and Eads. The 3 better athletes on the defense. Washington and La Chapa at the top of your screen.
They're going empty, Bo. I think the first time.
Grant Williams, the corner at the bottom of your screen.
Oh, what a catch.
Hernandez on the grab on 3rd down. Now 1 of 9 on 3rd downs, brings up another 4th down for Moorpark after converting on their last 4th down.
Now, Bo, I mean, coach's decision here. I know it's tough. It's 4th down. You squibbed it on a kick. Do you not have faith in your kicker to kick a field goal here, or is it just you're down 14?
Down 14. I think you're keeping your offense on the field.
Yeah, I don't. Okay.
Moorpark 2 of 3 on 4th down.
It's 4th down though, man. Here we go. And I mean, 4 yards hasn't been hard for them this drive. So see what they do. Looks like the single receiver.
Evans, 4th down. Throws it behind his receiver, hooks, and Jaguars will get off the field.
Jaguars get off the field, and they brought some pressure there. They had, 6 guys in this? 6 guys coming. Man.
Ferreira was there in coverage as well.
Yeah, I don't know. That route underneath wasn't even enough. If he would have caught it, he would have had to make a couple guys miss to get the first down.
So 2 turnover on downs, back to the Jaguars, crossing the halfway point here in the 3rd quarter. This will be the Jaguars' second offensive possession here in the second half.
Got to give the defense some credit there.
Reminder, the time of possession in that first half was almost 3-1 in favor of the Jaguars. Silber is going to keep. He's going to be pushed backwards. That was Tyler Woods and Devon Robinson in on the tackle.
Trying to take a playbook out of the to play out of the Moorpark's playbook right there. Fly sweep, zone read type stuff.
6:20 and counting. Jaguars come in this game as the 9 seed, first bowl game since 2019. Moorpark coming in this one on a 5-game winning streak. They started 1-4 and won the last 5 to end the season 6-4 and grabbed the 10 seed. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Moorpark brings 4. Pass near side, Nick Klein.
Wow. Doing a great job getting separation. Pushing him, opening him up. Oh, don't look in the backfield, young guy, because the ball's already in the receiver's hands. You got to break. You got to get out your break. Good job delivering a strike, though.
Evans
Silver
on the coverage.
Silver and Klein, man, they just got some chemistry that's unmatched right now, especially on those 10-yard routes.
10-yard gain for Klein, his 3rd reception of the game. He had back-to-back receptions on that last possession. 3 receptions for 30 yards. Pressure up the gut. Clint Thomas Jr.
Ooh.
Great job by Moorpark rallying to the ball. Clint Thomas Jr. in open space can be dangerous.
Yeah, he can be making somebody breaking some ankles.
Step for step with them. That's CTJ's 6th reception on the season. Clint Thomas Jr., he did miss 2 games, but 7 of his 8 games played had over 50 receptions and had 3 games for 100-plus yards.
That's pretty good. Can't ask for much for it.
Got his 10th receiving touchdown on the season on that opening drive. This is Carver. They tried to work this play in a couple times, but Moorpark has been all over it. The completion for no yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and about 2.
Yeah, you got to give safety some credit right there. I mean, he has good hands and good range. He can see you throw the ball when it's deep, but to be able to come down, Nolan Story, he just understands his read. That tight end leaks out. He's got to go, and he makes that tackle physical.
He is the Josh Ferreira for Moorpark. It's just all over the place.
All over the place. Playing deep, coming down. He's got good ball instincts.
It's like a Troy Polamalu, right? Can play good secondary coverage, but he's almost at his best when he's flying up towards the line of scrimmage. And blocker keeps his feet moving, rumbles and tumbles into opponent territory.
And that time, I think they made a mistake sending Story up the middle. If he would have been a little bit more delayed or just stayed where he was at, he would be able to help out on that play. But they brought him up the middle, and blocker just ran through some arm tackles. I thought he had a little chance to go there, but they caught up to him.
Looks like Javon Evans, the cornerback, is down on the field. Looks like a cramp.
Yeah, there was a little pile up there. Though might have fell on his ankle. Oh, yeah, cramping.
What does it do for a program winning a bowl game?
Oh, it changes.
Helps with recruiting, right?
Yeah, it changes the dynamic of your recruiting for sure. Your off season's going to change. You got a little more confidence going into it. You got a little more from the guys that are going to be sophomores, leading the way, talking about, hey, we went to a bowl game. Let's get back to one, That's just something that a lot of programs can't do, And that was something that in 12, 13, 14, I know it was tough for us to get there. But once we got there, a lot of people were really excited to get there again and really put in a lot of hard work in the weight room to stay, confident and strong and fast and just get the extra work. A lot of people don't realize that, but when you get to a bowl game, it takes extra, and you don't mind putting that extra in.
Get an extra week to practice with your brothers.
Yeah, extra week for sure.
Looks like Evans is going to come off under his own power, which is great to see for Raider fans. Thank you for staying with us here on the Cali Photo Sports Network. Bo Furtick, Travis Crawford, Andrew Sanchez providing the stats. 4:03 remaining in the third. I mean, really, this next score, to me, will pretty much decide the game. If Jaguars go up 3 scores, they're definitely in the driver's seat. And Moorpark scores, it cuts the deficit in half. They're only down 1 possession.
Yeah, that is a big score. That's why I was, a lot of times you don't think about the field goals, but if you were to take a couple of those points, sometimes it doesn't put so much emphasis on having to score a full touchdown,
Yeah. First and 10 at the Moorpark 48. Carver in motion from left to right. Blocker up the gut. Blocker plows forward after a big run and gets another one, gaining 8. Room.
Man, when you watch Blocker run, he doesn't care if guys are coming, diving at his legs. He's going to get 8 yards. With everybody around him, he's going to find a way to get 6, 7, 8. It's crazy. I don't want to say 6, 7 by itself. I got 6, 7, 8.
Blocker's averaging 7.1 on the ground. Has over 900 rushing yards. Top 10 in California Community College Athletic Association play.
Oh, gave him a lane
Second
on that
and
one.
Short. Blocker picks up a first down and more. And Blocker seems to be getting stronger on back-to-back runs.
And you could see that linebacker scraping with him. I think that was the hesitancy of, hey, do I want to run downhill and hit him one-on-one, or do I want to try to scrape and chop him? You got a lineman in your face when you're scraping like that, side to side. You got to step up. Another gain of 8? Oh, wow. Not surprised.
Back-to-back runs, totaling 16 yards after 8-yard runs.
You got to give all credit, though, to
Blocker coming up on 100 rushing yards. He has
Cabrera.
100 rushing yards on the season. He's going to get past 100 inside the 10. One man to beat. Caleb Blocker, 32-yard touchdown run, but there's a flag at the 20.
Oh, man, that's tough. The man is just giving it all he's got, getting in the end zone, running by guys.
It looks like
the
Clint
ball.
Thomas Jr. is on his knees as if, man. I was holding, guys. My bad.
Especially when he's already in open field and, you turn around and you don't realize your hands are grabbing.
So they're going to say blocker picked up a first down. Let's check the call.
Oh, blocking the back.
Even worse. So it'll be Jaguars on that play will actually gain 2 because they got to the 20. The block in the back will knock them back 10. So it'll be a 1st and 8 from the 30. So it will remain first down, net gain of 2. Obviously taking a touchdown away, but it still remains first down. Silver pressure up the middle. Oh, looked like that was almost set up for a screen, right?
Yeah. You can tell.
Did he just get caught up in the wash? Oh, no.
I don't think they chipped enough. The lineman just kind of released. I mean, not really released, but let the guys run free. They didn't really chip them. Give them a chance to actually set that up. Good job, Silver, throwing it away, though.
Yeah. Playing for another down. Carver remains in at tight end to the right of the formation. Becker in the slot at the bottom of your screen. Blocker has to stop. Great penetration up the middle. That was big number 77, Jaden Mosley.
Man, Jaden Mosley and 44.
Robinson.
Those guys, they did a great job scraping, man. Those guys are in the backfield, but blocker still finds a way to get one. That's.
Yeah. Robinson leads the team with 15 tackles for losses. That's 12th best in 3C2A play.
Wow.
And has 7 sacks. That's 6th best.
That's really good.
Gain of 1 brings up a 3rd and 7. Moorpark brings 5. He wants to go one-on-one to the outside. Silver to Clint Thomas Jr. He's going to be pushed out inside the 5-yard line. Route.
Can you just drop it? Can you just drop it in a hole? Like, I don't know.
Is that a dot? Are we dotting that?
I mean, you can't ask as a receiver when you're getting hands on and you're like trying to get separation, but the ball's put upfield, right where your hands extend. Oh, that's just the best feeling ever.
Blocker. Silver had a rushing touchdown.
I thought he had
in
that
that
one
first
right there.
half. Blocker's looking for his 10th rushing touchdown of the season. Minute 30 and counting. Jaguars are okay with the clock chewing down at the end of the third quarter.
Don't be.
Story on the tackle.
Story coming down in the red zone, making plays. But don't be surprised you don't see Silver keep one of these.
We've seen him before. He has 5 rushing touchdowns on the season, 2nd best on the team. Carver, tight end, to the left of the formation. Silver keeps. Silver gets in. Touchdown, Jaguars. He gets rolled up at the end.
Flexing.
He still flexes on him.
You've been working
6th rushing touchdown of the season. 2nd best on the team. Jaguars with a 20-0 lead.
Man, it's all Silver right there. I mean, you gave it a blocker. I ain't gonna lie. Blocker took a hold of that drive in the beginning, but then when they got the penalty and pushed him back, Silver decided just to take it in his hands. You know what? I'm gonna throw the ball. I'm gonna run the ball. I'm gonna figure it out and get in the end zone and show you some guns.
You're having fun when you're showing the guns. 57 seconds remaining left in the third quarter. Cuevas on for the extra point. Up and good. He's 3 for 3. Let's check this play out again, Chav. So it looked like almost like a sprint right.
Yeah, sprint option.
And then the defensive ends got up the field too quickly.
I mean, the defensive end, they canceled it. Now the safety's got to make the play, and they were late. They were late getting there, and by that time, you can't do that in the red zone. If you're not getting up there and nobody's accounting for the quarterback, he doesn't have to pitch it. He can just tuck it up, get in the end zone.
That was about a 4-minute drive for the Jaguars, and most importantly, tacking on another score. There's your 3 scores, 21-0.
Took the Jaguars a little bit to get in the end zone again, but hey, they found it.
And on that drive, they just stuck with the run.
Run the ball. When in doubt, run it out. But, they did have to throw it. That was, like we were saying, down the sideline. That was a
they got in. Yeah,
that was a good. I mean, you got to give Silver credit too. He threw two. What was it? 3rd and 10 completions, right?
Hernandez brings it in at the 5 and can only get to the 20 on a 15-yard return. Another nice special teams coverage by the Jaguars. First one to the point of attack, Donovan Hamlin, number 27.
Great job. Coming down on the side. Call those snipers, Bo, where you don't really see them, but they come underneath and chop you out.
You don't see them until it's too late.
Until they got your legs and wrap you up.
Just like a good sniper. Moorpark back onto the field. This is their 3rd offensive possession. Or is this their 2nd offensive possession?
I think it is there.
Yeah, I believe it's their 3rd. New running back in. And Joshua Ferreira, nothing new from number 5, comes from the 2nd level and makes a tackle near the line of scrimmage.
Oh, and he doesn't care about the size. He's going to take one of them legs and bring you down. And that's a great job from a safety, just playing 10 yards deep, read and run, coming down, filling the gap, making a play. Can't ask for much more from your safeties. I mean, that guy's been doing it all, bringing the house on the blitz.
We've seen great safety play on both sides, from Story from Moorpark and Ferreira from Southwestern.
Just relentless.
3 receivers to the left of Evans. More in motion. Evans flushed right. Nothing open. He's just going to have to run it out of bounds. And he's going to run it out of bounds for a loss of 1 or 2 rather than just throwing it away.
Wow. Those are little plays there that you wish you thought twice about, right? You're thinking you can turn up the corner and take off, but instead you take a loss.
And that's going to end 3rd quarter action here on the Cali Photo Sports Network. Jaguars 21, Raiders 0. Be back with 4th quarter action here in a bit. Thank you for staying with us here on the Cali Photo Sports Network. Coaches for Cancer, Patriotic Bowl. Moorpark, 3rd and long. They're 1 of 9 on 3rd downs. Make that 1 of 10 as Evans goes down on the sack.
Evans, oh, man. Evans had a chance to step up and throw it. He second-guessed himself on that one, but it's tough because you got guys just collapsing on you in there.
I'm going to show this one more time. Frankie Almeida. Oh, darn it, I messed it up. I went 10 back, 10 forward, messed up the replay. Frankie Almeida, however, 3 sacks tonight.
Skinny. That guy can get skinny in any area, it seems like, and just find his way to the quarterback.
Frankie Almeida didn't start the season, right? Has played better as of late. When you have a big game in the bowl game, how big is that for a player, when scouts are looking at it and, the confidence of a player having a big bowl game?
That's that's what you look at. I mean, the last game that's what they want to look at. Oh, wow.
And an automatic first down.
We got
So Jaguars were going to get off the field.
Well, they were going to, punt the ball.
But the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty will give them 15 yards and an automatic first down. Or, see, let's see. That does not give them an automatic first down. Okay, yeah, just the chains are... Yeah, it is. Jaguars give Moorpark some life. Under 14 minutes remaining in regulation.
It's got to be smarter about that. I mean, you're doing so well out there, playing hard, and your team's doing well, getting sacks.
Evans over the middle. Hits his receiver. That's Angel Urban. His first reception of the night goes for 13. Urban's 49th reception on the season. Jaguars stay in their 4-2-5 defense. Movement up front, but didn't get into the neutral zone. Pass. Knocked away by Grant Williams. Great coverage by number 25, Trav.
It's a great job. I'm just thinking back, man. Watching the way the defense has been playing, stepping up for their teammates coming in, and guys are just filling the roles. Like, hey, it's my opportunity to come in and make a play. You can't ask for much more from your bench, right? You ask some guys to come in and play hard when you're up by 21. That's just a great job closing the gap.
Incomplete pass brings up a 2nd and 10 ball at the Moorpark 39. Double formation. Evans bobbles the ball initially, throws a pick. That's Valentino Wedderburn, the second, gets to the edge, and is going to go all the way for the pick 6 on the 39-yard touchdown return.
I mean, I don't want to, say I didn't say it, but guys come in with just a chip on their shoulder, Bo, and when they get opportunity, they see the end zone. They're like, ain't no one going to catch me. I don't care. I'm getting in the end zone. And, I mean, you're going to get a celebration penalty. That's going to happen, especially when you haven't played. Then you come in and get a pick to the crib. Oh, man. That is exciting to see, and just happy for that guy, man. I talked about him in the beginning. I think it was the first game. I said, this guy needs a chance. He played well. He came in the fourth quarter, played hard, and then all of a sudden he comes in right now. I think it was 2 plays. Gets a pick to the crib. Hey, the football guys are watching him. When the ball finds you, and you just got to take advantage of opportunity, and I think he did that right there.
Penalty will be assessed on the kickoff. I think coaching staff will take a pick 6 for an unsportsmanlike penalty in this situation any day of the week.
Especially when the coach makes the decision to pull one of your best players out the field and put him in, and then he does that. That's just...
It makes the coach look good. Cuevas on for the extra point. Cuevas is now 49 of 51 on the season on extra points. He's been good for the Jaguars and good here tonight. Jaguars up 28-0, Trav. This has been one of their more convincing wins here at home. Or yeah. we won't get in the wins yet, but so far this has been their most convincing game at home.
13 minutes left, bro.
Yeah.
I mean,
we're not jinxing nothing. We're not having anyone come back and saying that I broadcast jinxed anyone.
No. Well, I mean, you're calling a spade a spade. Is that what we say that?
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, the Jaguars have played well enough to have a chance to win for sure. But the defense right there is just locked in, and guys on the sideline are just on the sideline chewing at the mouthpiece to get in, ready to make a play. And you can tell, like, no one's, even though some people, the starters have been in there getting some dance moves in here and there, but you got some backups that are just ready to go. running backs, DBs, everybody on special teams, you can tell they've all been ready to go all year, ready to get some type of film on. And in a bowl game like you were talking about, I didn't get a chance to answer your question, but yeah, I mean, for what is it, Frankie Almeida we were talking about?
Yeah.
For him to get those sacks and just put himself on the map, right? That's what you want. That's what you, especially in a bowl game, everybody's going to look at your last game and see were you putting it all out on the, putting your heart on the line right there and giving it all you got, So it's good to see that the Jaguars are playing at a high potential all the way through the whole game.
Cuevas gets it to Moore, scoops it at the 15.
Slip.
And gets tripped up at the 30. Jaguars were playing with all the juice right now, Trav.
Love to see it. Haven't really seen that much here since, a couple years, about 10 years now, I think. No, I would say about five to seven. But
I mean, talking about last year, it seems like so long ago, right? Coming off a one-win season and then responding for possibly win number 8 during the regular season. That's quite the turnaround for any program.
Yeah, very, very well done. Coaching staff, players coming in, everyone out of state that are just filling roles.
It's been the combination of bringing in quality players outside of the state of California and trickling that in with some great local talent like Frank Almeida and a few others.
Yeah, and it's hard to say, Bo, but I don't know if you know, there weren't too many Chula Vista starters, people that came in and actually from Chula Vista High School that
right.
They got a chance to actually get on the field and play for Southwestern. It's good to see Chula Vista Spartan come in and be a wrecking ball, making plays, doing things.
We've mentioned CJ Clavier a few times. He got a lot of minutes tonight because of the strong play throughout the tail end of the season. And that's just another guy that earned his minutes. He wears number 44. And next to him, the defensive end, Joseph Brinkman, Otay Ranch guy.
Ranch, yeah.
Good minutes. That last game against Chafee, we mentioned his name a lot that game.
Oh, man.
He earned his minutes as well.
Oh, yeah.
So
and
3 of the 4 offensive linemen right now for the Jaguars from Chula Vista.
Oh.
Hooks brought it in initially, then saw Nico Taha over the middle, was like, no, you take it, my friend.
He tried to one-hand that. Oh, no.
Tried to give that right back to him. A little hot potato. Nico Taha was looking to take another head off. A converted quarterback to linebacker.
He was just a solid athlete, Bo. That's what we say.
Football player.
If you can play quarterback, I'm pretty sure you can play multiple positions because you just understand the game.
The IQ, that it takes.
You understand what everybody's doing. You have to know everybody's routes. You have to understand everybody's position on defense. So, but he's like the quarterback of the defense at Mike Backer.
Yeah. Evans under pressure. Evans goes down. Frankie Almeida, 4 sacks in tonight's game. Give him 6 on the season.
Damn.
The power rush from 22.
Did we talk about just being a bull rush?
Frankie Almeida knocked the quarterback out and put 71 on his back. Let's watch this play again. Oh,
hope he's okay.
Yeah. Frankie Almeida, I want to say, injured the starting quarterback as well.
No, that might have been Ferreira.
It was Ferreira. Yeah, it was Ferreira, right? Evans just shaking up.
Tough, man. Yeah, especially when you're in the middle of thinking of trying to throw it. You get the wind knocked out of you, but your arm's also pinned behind you, and his weight's landing on you, and it's. Man, that's a painful way to land for sure. Hope he's okay.
And that's what the NFL is trying to prevent with that new penalty. But how hard is it for a defender? I think it's such a difficult penalty to implement because when you got a guy 250-plus pounds, close to 300 pounds, trying to adjust mid-air while he's tackling a player that is as shifty as Evans, it's tough. That's tough.
Yeah, especially when you're putting a lot of effort into the lineman. As a D lineman, you're trying to bull rush the lineman back and get off of him. So you're really leaning into the lineman. And then once you're able to slip that and your quarterback's right in front of you, you're really just diving into the quarterback, trying to just take him down. And he's in the middle of a throw. So it's really a bang-bang play that you can't really stop yourself from. But glad to see him get up and walk off. Tough young man to be in this game, come in and make some tough throws, getting hit like that.
Ashby fan to return. That ball looks like it hit off a Jaguar. And the Jaguars recover.
Yeah,
those situations as a returner, you got to find your way through the traffic to bring that one in, don't you?
You got to do a better job of telling them to get away.
Yeah, okay.
You know, you're trying to fair catch it, but you're also trying to tell them to get away. If you can't get in there, you might as well tell them to get away. We call those the gunners and the blockers, pretty much the DBs. They got their backs to the ball, right? They're not seeing the ball. They're trying to block.
So it's the returner's job to let those blockers know where the ball is at.
Well, at least, if the ball's near
pointing,
get out the way. You know, go near sideline. You know, get away, right? That's what we say.
Ashby fan, the single back, will get the handoff off the left side. Braden Silber stays in at QB. Israel Garcia Rotolo checks in. He had that big scoop and score against, was that El Camino, I believe. Mm-hmm. Remember, at the tail end of that fourth quarter, Jaguars down 10, and Garcia Rotolo scooped and scored and brought it within 3. And Chafee got that fourth down, or El Camino got that fourth down conversion. El Camino, a top 6 team there in the playoffs. They play against Mount Sac, a really good team. That's going to be a really good game. Ashby fan gets stopped at the line of scrimmage, trying to make something out of nothing.
Ran into a brick wall right there.
That's
98.
Yeah, that was Devon Robinson on the tackle, Nick Andrade in on the mix. And 98's on the last page, yep.
Yeah, Mane.
Say that one.
Mane Va'ali.
Va'ali'i.
From Samoa.
Yeah, usually you see
Va'ali'i. I mean, I've been seeing that number. I was trying to get down to the last page. I can call his name, but that guy he's been doing a lot up front for them, man. When they got 3 man, he's the one nose tackle holding it down up there.
5 down linemen, Silber, play fake, back shoulder grab, Isaiah Garcia Rotolo with a nice grab.
Lengthy grab right there. Had to reach behind the back shoulder pad and still made the catch, keeping both feet in bounds, man. What a throw, though. Is that still Silver in the game?
Still Silber.
Wow, Silver stepping up, throwing some balls.
He looks like a completely different quarterback today than he did 2 weeks ago in a home game against Chafee.
I think that week off, too, gave him a little more time to rehab and get some more strength and confidence. And you can see that he's playing like he did in the beginning of the season, you know. And like you said, a bowl game brings the best out of you because you want to put it on tape.
18-yard reception gets the ball to the 43 of Moorpark, and Ashby fam wrapped up in the backfield.
They got 2, 4, 5, bringing 6. I mean,
that was 95 Nick Andrade, his 7th TFL on the season. 3rd best on the team.
Moorpark's going back to that we call that heavy front. Everybody on the line.
It's only going to leave them with 1 linebacker, so the safety's going to have to come down into the box. That second level is close to the line of scrimmage. Love to see a deep ball on the far side. Jaguars aren't going to go with it. They're going to stick to the ground game, and Ashby fan tries to reverse fields. No gain. Tackle by Tyler Woods. 50-plus tackles on the season for 2nd best on the team. No gain will bring up a 3rd and 11 for the Jags. 8:39 and counting.
Love to see them go down here. Single receiver side down here.
A.J. Perry II.
Oh,
he's on the drag. Silber pressured. Silber's going to go down at midfield.
That's a hard play right there. I mean, you can't. I don't know if
Nick Andrade again on the pressure.
I don't think they expected that, but I thought they had a chance to at least run into something down here. Single receiver is just nobody over the top. They're bringing everybody down, playing man. And AJ would have just, I think, running a fade would have been a little more beneficial for that play call. But hey, bringing them across, maybe they saw something we didn't see.
Second punt for the Jags here tonight.
Oh,
Pressure up the middle.
he shied away from that one.
Fair catch at the 20.
When you're up the middle like that and you're free and you're looking at the punter, you can't turn your head to the side. You got to put your both hands up there. You know,
You already made it that far.
It's going to be a little pain, but hey, that's what you play football for, right? You got to, but hey, what can you do?
Jaguars started the season 6-0. All skies were wide open, blue skies, sun shining, and then they lose 3 in a row after Silber gets injured. And it was against 3 top 10 teams in the state.
Yeah.
No fault to the Jaguars. They just played against better opponents, and they came close a couple of those games. But get that big win at the end of the season against Chafee to set themselves up for this bowl game. And
that wasn't easy. That wasn't easy. They fought tooth and nail in that one too.
But to come out here and dominate in this bowl game says a lot about this program and the direction they're heading in.
Yeah, it shows a lot. Shows a lot about their character as well. You know, starting out really tough. A lot of people could think they're going to be on top of the world, and then they take 3 L's, and a lot of people could really just drop their hat and not really think they're any good anymore, or feel like everything's against them, their back's against the wall, and you got one way to go, up or down. I mean, you could go down and then just quit. They found a way to keep fighting and win the games they need to win to get here, and they knew once they got here they weren't gonna be stopped, you know. And the defense, you got to give the coaches credit. They brought out a good game plan.
This is a Moorpark team, Travis, that averages 30 points per game.
Yeah, yeah.
And they're coming in on a 5-game winning streak. I mean, they were coming on into this game on a 5-game ride. It's like all the momentum seemed to be on their side heading into this one, but Jaguars defensively, and it really was the time of possession in that first half.
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
21 minutes to 8 minutes, and a lot of that had to do with the Jaguars. Even though it didn't seem like they were gaining a lot on the ground, they had 26 carries in that first half, really controlled the tempo,
yeah, they ran
and
out
kept
the
the
whole
offense
first
just totally out of disarray. That ball falls incomplete. When you play an offense that averages over 300 passing yards per game, keeping them off the field, right? You think about the Tom Brady's, the Peyton Mannings. The only way to really defend them and keep them from putting up big points is keeping them off the field, and that's what the Jaguars did with their run game in that first half.
Yeah, and I think they did a good job, too, like we were talking about, bringing the safety down and then not just keeping them back there looking to cover, you know, sending them.
You're saying on the defensive side.
Yeah, on the defense, just sending them, you know, and forcing the quarterback to make a decision. And there was a couple times that the quarterback made the quick decision that I'm not taking a hit, you know, and then when he decided to take a hit, it wasn't feeling good. So it makes a quarterback really think twice about how I'm going to throw the ball and get 300 yards this game, because if I got someone coming after me every time and I don't know where he's coming from, you know, I got Frankie Almeida on the other side and I got Ferrer on the other side, it's like, man, what do I got to make sure I get it out right. I got to get it out on time, because if not, I'm going to take a hit, you know, and that's what I think has really changed this game.
Well, we've seen the Jaguars so many times just bring 4 and drop 7. This is the first time tonight we've really seen them bring, especially Ferreira, down from that second level off the edge.
Yeah.
And I don't think Moorpark was ready for it because they had never seen that before.
Yeah, and I think that's what we were talking about too in the the week coming up to this.
Right.
Is you got to bring something they haven't seen on tape. You know, they got 10 weeks, 10 different games, and you know, okay, well they stay with too high. They're not gonna adjust. They're not gonna bring a safety down. They don't really bring them. We can always run something here and throw this here and throw this there, and then all of a sudden,
Evans over the middle. And the receiver is going to get in the 51-yard touchdown for Moorpark. Angel Urban, his second reception on the night, and third, make that 4th receiving touchdown on the season.
Man, what a strike. We were just talking about the quarterback throwing the ball, right? And now, you know, imagine if they were doing this type of defense in the beginning of the game, sitting back like they've been doing. I think it would have been a different type of game. But, you know, being up 28-0, now they can kind of just let them throw and not really bring the pressure like they've been having to do. But he did a good job throwing that ball across the middle. I mean, I don't even think the receiver realized he had it in one hand. It like slid into his body right there. And then he had made those guys collided, and he's by himself. I mean,
and the coverage was there too. To your point, he really had to put that one in.
Yeah, he did.
Extra point is good. Moorpark on the board. You love to see the tenacity from the Raiders and not throwing in the white towel.
Yeah, but also, like you said, Bo, they throw over 300 yards a game, right?
Eventually, they're going to crack one.
Eventually, they're going to figure out a way to get the ball in there. But I also, you got to give the Jaguars some credit. They are making some substitutions on the back end, and they also are bringing 4, not really bringing too many, and allowing them to do what they want to do now once the game's kind of out of control.
Yeah, this is a moment where you get some guys some extra looks. You're looking at the tickets. Did you win? We didn't hear the numbers.
I just heard 9, so we'll see.
Coach Rodriguez up 21, making himself heard. Nico Ta'a comes onto the field late. I think they want the hands team on right now. Hands team is on the field for the Jags. What's Coach Rodriguez upset about? Just not getting the right personnel on the field? Ferreira covers it up.
Oh, wow. That's one we haven't seen in a while. The quick huddle squib.
And Jaguars recover. Ferreira. Gosh, knowing that you have 11 helmets coming down on you.
Being that guy, being accountable.
If we were to have an MVP for this bowl game, would it be Ferreira? Has he done enough on the defensive side to give him that nod?
You would say yes, but also you got the D line, you got Blocker, you got Silver.
Yeah, Blocker has 100 rushing yards.
I mean, you got to give it to a couple guys here because they've been consistently, opening this game up in their own way.
Yeah, Franco Almeida, 4 sacks on the game.
Oh yeah, those are big time sacks too.
Malone, tackle for loss. That front of Moorpark, not giving in. Now under 5 minutes remaining in regulation. Kenny Nevitt on the TFL. Jaguars are okay killing this clock. Malone remains in as a single back. We got some fresh jerseys on the field for the Jags.
6-man front for the Moorpark.
I think the Jaguars are going to be okay just running this clock out.
I mean, he still got 4. So you got to give credit to the offensive line here, Bo. I mean, they've been without a couple of their big time
missing 3 of their starters up front.
Big time starters too, not just not some little guys that are just but they've done their job. And even though Moorpark has been putting more guys up there, they found a way to just create some gaps for their running backs.
You love the discipline of them sticking with the run.
Yeah.
Because there was points there in that first half where Moorpark was just shutting them down on the ground game.
Oh, yeah. I mean, as you can see right now, they're still bringing 2, 4, 6, 7, and they're finding a way.
Malone in the open field. Malone inside the 20.
Oh, man. I thought Malone had a chance to take that. Got to unhitch that trailer, young stud.
On a 3rd and 11. Good rabbit drill right there.
Oh, yeah.
Nolan's story.
It's a good job.
Malone, his biggest run of the season.
Even then, Bo, I mean, they had 6 guys on the line, 5 guys and a linebacker, and it's like the O-line is just doing the job, man. I give the MVP to the offensive line.
On the offense, you give it to the offensive line. On the defense, you give it to the defensive line.
Yeah, I mean, I give it to the. We call those the Hogs.
You win a lot of football games in the trenches, right?
The trenches was where it's won.
Jaguars. And, to your note, the fact that the Jaguars are down 3 starting offensive linemen to still do it, to me, that says coaching, right?
It says coaching, but it also says resilience and effort. A lot of you can put them in the right position. You can tell them what to do, where to go. But if they're not getting their guys turned, if they're not taking that step and out leveraging the D-line, and our D-line isn't, getting up the field, doing a dip and rip and coming underneath, or just plowing guys back and knocking them into the quarterback, you can't coach that. That's effort.
Controlling the line of scrimmage, as they would say. We had some big nasties in high school, right?
Big nasties, yeah. I'd say they aren't the cleanest when you get done. Then they don't smell the best.
Nor do you want them to.
And will they ever in the trenches? I don't think so. But that's what you want. I mean, you got to have your big guys that are just willing to put their bodies on the line. I mean, they're the biggest bodies out there, and when they're willing to put them on the line and let the little guys run free, is how we say it. Let the little guys be talented and be the athletes they are. It starts up front, and when they can allow you to do that, it's a blessing.
Yeah.
And you always hear the NFL players. I'm sorry, but you always hear them say, "I got to take my offensive linemen out to eat. I got to buy them. I got to make sure I take care of them because they take care of me." And that's what it comes down to.
And then on the defensive side, to free up the linebackers, the defensive line has to get that push to not allow the offensive line to get to that second level to free them up. And linebackers Nigo Ta'a and Jeremiah Johnson have ran free tonight because of it.
Yeah, and you also got to give some credit to Washington, Dawson Washington, number 8. I mean, he came in and changed the program. I feel like where's he from? He's from Torrey Pines High School.
Who are you talking about? Oh, Washington.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if he was on the field that much against Riverside, but after Riverside, against Chaffee and against the other teams, he made his presence felt, right?
Yeah.
And he does a great job outside on the field side of the defense, the strength, and it's hard to be a consistent defense without your strong safety rover playing like that.
And Nicholas Andrade again, first one to the point of attack on 3rd and long. Yeah, Dawson Washington, 6-foot defensive back. Chancellor Chapa stands at 6'2", both true freshmen, Travis.
Wow. Love to see them go, but if they can come back and play, I mean, they're going to get at least a chance to play somewhere else after next year.
Unfortunately, Jeremiah Jones, Joshua Ferreira, Captain Dylan Eads, Jaguars will be losing them as they're playing their second year here at Southwestern. And all three of those guys that I mentioned, Dylan Eads, Joshua Ferreira, and Jeremiah Jones, all three of those guys were impact players on the defensive side their freshman year as well.
Love to see it.
And we talked about great talent outside of the state of California, combining that with good local talent, Dylan Eads and Joshua Ferreira, guys out of El Cajon in San Diego, and then Jeremiah Jones out of Kennesaw, Georgia.
Georgia, going all the way out. They got a couple guys from Florida too, right? Arizona.
Actually, not a lot of. I know when you played in the early
Dennis.
2000s, Florida was a hotbed for Southwestern College.
Yeah,
and getting athletes.
Yeah, I don't know if you know the name T.Y. Hilton. His brother played here, so that was a receiver that was a good friend of mine. He played really well. Played here for a couple years. Bloom. There's a couple guys that were here that played. But yeah, I mean, being able to go out and get guys from Arizona, Florida, Georgia, Kansas, Texas.
Elijah Dennis is from Ocala, Florida.
Yeah. There's a couple. You also got Clint Thomas Jr.
He's been the best receiver I've seen in the last handful of years for the Jaguars.
Yeah, there's always a good receiver coming out of Florida. Got some speed on him. And some hands. That's one thing they can't deny.
Jacob Cuevas on for the 31-yard field goal. Cuevas from 31 yards out is up and good. Redeems himself. Gives the Jaguars a 31-7 lead.
Field goal is still good. Minute 14 left. Jaguars up 31-7.
Here on the Cali Photo Sports Network, Jaguars looking like they're going to win the Coaches Against Cancer Patriotic Bowl. How long do you celebrate the win, and when does the offseason start for the coaching staff, Travis? What does that look like?
Coach is going to celebrate this win. I think he's going to take at least, I would give him 2 weeks. I'm guessing.
To the end of the year?
I'm guessing,
Go through the holidays?
I'm guessing you got at least maybe till December. Take it into the holidays and enjoy your Thanksgiving, enjoy your Christmas. January, everybody's going to start coming back, getting in the weight room, start figuring out what they want to do, start running a little bit more. February, March, now it's really where you just kind of got to...
Things heat up a bit.
You got to start you got to turn it around. And you want to I know they want to watch a little film and kind of see where they can be great because they're going to play these teams again. So just getting in that film room is really important.
Moore brings it in inside the 5. Moore has a lane. Moore beats the kicker. Cuevas slows him up just enough.
Kicker thought he had a tackle right there. Cuevas wasn't expecting that. Hey, but he did a good job keeping him from scoring, I would say. Angles are a big part of this game, Bo.
Yeah.
And as a kicker, you don't realize how important they are to you until the guy gets up on you and he's almost even with you. You just got to get your arm within arm's reach, right? And get his butt out of bounds.
Looks like the Jaguars, they had some fresh guys on offense. Looks like the starting defense is going to finish this game out for the Jaguars. This is a new quarterback for Moorpark. This is their third-string quarterback, and Jeremiah Jones brings them down for no gain.
Yeah, Dylan Hasid. Pacific High School or hometown?
Pacific Palisades.
Palisades High School, nice.
Sounds nice and fancy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure after the coach, they gave up that last touchdown, coach was like, yeah, we're going to finish this out strong. I don't think they want to give up any more points.
And C.J. Clavier, along with Nico Ta'a, cleans up the quarterback for a sack. Two local products. And Nico Ta'a just looking to take the head off of someone.
Just teeing off on everybody he can, huh?
At this point, nothing to lose. Nico Ta'a, the sophomore, or no, it's freshman. Ta'a is going to be back.
He's not going to get one more play in.
Last play of the 2025 season. That ball will fall incomplete. And your Southwestern Jaguars will win the Coaches Against Cancer Patriotic Bowl, beating the Moorpark Raiders 31-7.
I mean, Bo, what can you ask for? I mean, the coach came out excited, wearing his pink, had his towel hanging, showing the confidence on his sleeve. The kids had it with them the whole time, and you got to give these kids, man, all the credit in the world because they just play hard on all aspects of the game. They got special teams, offense, defense. It's just hard, man.
And obviously, Moorpark's taking it tough.
It's just hard, and everybody. And it's the last game.
Right.
They all want to feel like they're getting their last words in. They're not going to see a lot of these kids again. Taking some extra time out of their day right here just to get their last words into the other team because they're never going to see them again. Most of them are sophomores, so it's just
bringing this back into picture for the Jaguars, though. Starting the season off so well, then losing 3, then winning your last 2. I mean, that's great resilience. And Jaguars had their best seed in the history of Southwestern football.
you got to give the coaches a lot of credit,
Right.
man. You got to give it all and glory to God too. You know, he's kept a lot of these kids healthy, and the coaches. You know, there's been a lot of things that could have happened, a lot of things that didn't happen, but the season's still strong, and they ended well, and they ended strong, and it's good to see them all come together and play as a unit. You know, and not point the fingers at each other when times were tough, and just find a way to be a team all the way to the end.
And there are your Coaches Against Cancer Patriotic Bowl winners. The Southwestern Jaguars improved to 8-3 on the season. Moorpark drops to 6-5. Keep their heads up. Good game by then. But it's the night of the Jaguar as Southwestern wins the 2025 Patriotic Bowl. For our executive producer, Pablo Espinal, riding shotgun with me all season long, Travis Crawford, and our statistician, Andrew Sanchez. I'm Bo Furtick signing off. Thank you for joining us for the 2025 season. Happy holidays to one and all. Good night.
Go Jags.